And we are recording.
Hello, and welcome back to... Yes. Last time, we didn't do a whole lot. Okay, that's like, we did things. Just not productive things. We, went and saw the sights of, Lorik. Well, some of the nighttime sights. We went to the fire gardens. We went to... It's not the full theater, but I keep referring to it as the theater, whereas we had a very impressive show. To being part of one of the shows we saw. And, then we went to the clubs where panic and anxiety had happened. Everyone got out okay though, and drunken funness had also ensued, and ended our night with everyone getting home and in bed.
Briar questioning the taste of purple.
Yes, Briar.
Yes,
on somebody
Briar
who was
questioning
stoned out
the
of their
taste
mind.
of purple.
I'm questioning everything.
Yep. And that's what happened last time.
Alright. So, we will pick back up where we left off. With you guys going to bed.
I stripped down naked and laid directly in the bed next to Briar. I'm not talking down to boxers. I'm talking butt naked.
Oh boy.
Nude.
I'll tastefully at
Mask
least
on.
cover it with a sheet.
Mask on or off?
You know, that's a great question.
It is.
I'm going to keep it on. I don't want to terrify her when she wakes up. She's going to be terrified
I've already
enough.
seen your face.
Fuck it then.
What about
Mask
your
off.
socks?
I mean, for Darkalion, his mask is the socks on, socks off.
Okay, fair. I just had to pose the question.
And I go to sleep.
Alright. So everybody wakes up in the morning. Prior, you would wake up. You know.
Just laying there, just like,
Yeah. Darkalion is already awake and in the bed next to you.
Pretending to be asleep.
Yeah. Darkalion is asleep in the bed next to you.
Noticing that, like the dip in the bed, her head just turns to the side, and she's just staring, like, mouth open, just like there's nothing coming out.
Question. How does she know Darkalion's asleep? He doesn't have eyelids.
He's not moving, so maybe just make the assumption.
He has eyelids. There's just no layer of skin on top of it.
Okay.
There's still slight muscles under there.
I was gonna say, we've seen this guy blink so many times. She just, like, slowly, without saying anything, she just slowly just kind of starts sliding out of her side of the bed, just like, just not even, like, to, like, stand up, literally to just slide out onto the floor, like, like Jello, just, whoa, like a slinky, just fold out of the bed.
Darkalion is still asleep.
She just, like, sits up and peeks over the edge of the bed from the floor. Grabs her pillow. and chucks it at him.
Ah. Good morning to you, too.
Deflect missiles.
Deflect pillows.
Such a versatile ability. Man, you'd be so good in a pillow fight.
Only if they're thrown.
True. Yeah, good morning to you too. What the fuck?
You had a wild night.
She just gestures vaguely at this whole situation. What the fuck?
He goes and grabs his mask and puts it on. What do you mean, what the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck? Or what do you mean, what do I... What happened?
You got really drunk or high or whatever. And stuff happened.
She just, like, grabs onto her face very similarly to what she was doing last night and just slides back down to the floor, like... Oh no. I said I wasn't gonna do this anymore.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that bad, was it?
I don't know, Darkalion. I don't remember.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Even with your mask on, do I notice?
That's a great question. What should I roll for that?
Performance. I guess either one.
Oh, now Tori's in the game.
Been in here the whole time. I just opened up my character sheet, though.
Ah.
I'm guessing that's what...
No, that was me joining.
Oh, that was okay. I just saw a name appear, so
I was gonna say,
No.
I
was
assumed
like,
it
I've
was
been in
her,
here the
honestly.
whole time.
No, I
didn't
was like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I should probably get in the actual fucking Roll20, shouldn't I? Anyways.
Do I insight check performance checks?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Hell, I'd even give her perception. So yeah, you see me giggling.
His eyes just narrow and narrow and narrow until she's just glaring at you. Are you fucking with me right now?
Yes.
I clamber up as fast as I can and try and tackle Darkalion.
You tackle me.
Would like to point out that man is nude.
I was about to
I
say, do not
Who
forget,
cares?
I am
What is
butt-ass
nudity
naked.
amongst friends? As if we've been traveling this long together, and if we haven't all seen each other naked by now...
Briar, yeah. Look, Briar's definitely seen, at the very least, K2 full Stark.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
That literally happened last time we played.
Yeah.
That's true.
And now she's
Not
seen
that she-
Darkalion completely. But yeah, you tackle him.
She's just like, what the fuck, Darkalion?
I'm sorry.
just like shaking you aggressively like a child. Like, why did you do this to me?
I thought it would be funny. I'm sorry.
It's hilarious, but what the fuck?
Well,
I take my pillow and start beating him over the head with it.
deflect pillows.
They're not thrown this time. I'm just
Damn it.
hitting you.
Sorry, I wanted to pull a prank on you, and it was the perfect time.
It
I
worked
never
so
do-
well.
I never do
hate
this.
it.
I just thought you would have got a chuckle out of it, and that's all I
I
was going
am
for.
chuckling as I'm beating you with the pillow.
Well, I'm glad you. Ow! I'm glad you found it fun. Ow! Okay, you can stop hitting. Ow! Okay, that's my
I'm
eye.
hitting you.
Ow!
But your mask is protecting your eye.
Yeah, but the edge of that pillowcase can get right through there.
Deserved. I get up. I offer him help up.
He just does one of those kip ups.
Just like she does the thing where she like points at her eyes and then points at you, and she's like, "You better watch yourself, buddy." Two can play at this game.
And for some reason in my mind, I just pictured me doing that kip up, and then I realized I'm butt ass naked doing that. Oh my god!
He's more uncomfortable than she is with it.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit. It's just a little bit. I start getting dressed.
Just rubs her forehead like, oh my god. You son of a bitch. Where's
Ta-da!
the other one?
K2, he left right after you crashed.
Did you tell him what you were gonna do?
Nope. He left too quick before I could say anything.
Who am I kidding? He would have helped. I go out the
I mean,
room
if
looking
I-
for K2.
If I would have told him about it, he probably would have joined me in the bed next to you on the other side.
I think I might have had a heart
No.
attack.
That would have been funny.
I think I would have died right then and there. Immortality be damned. I go looking for K2.
I finished getting dressed.
Is anybody else awake?
Yes. I'm enjoying num-nums downstairs. Oh, my noodle.
Not the noodle. So Serenix isn't up here? Alright, I keep looking for K2. I don't know what room he's in. I start opening doors.
What do you mean?
Penthouse.
You know where his room is.
You don't know what room he's in?
You literally got the key yesterday.
Don't have the key anymore, and I'm still secondhand high to myself. I start opening doors. I don't care.
Look, Briar's hungover. She's not using her smart brain.
Mm-mm.
And I would be
Briar-
following
brain.
her and be like,
Yeah. Briar's using the where's the son of a bitch brain.
I'm literally following her like Briar. We went through this yesterday. He's in the penthouse.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I
in the
mean-
penthouse.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
why
yeah,
I'm like, don't
yeah.
know what
You
room
guys
it's
also
in here.
crashed in the penthouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
that's
we're in the
right.
penthouse. Yeah, I know it's here because this is where we slept. So that's why I'm going through the doors of the penthouse trying to
You've
find
been in
out.
his room.
I know.
Yeah, you
Me-
fell asleep in my bed.
Hence me looking for what room he's in. Why are you guys making this so hard?
Zarkalion told you he left.
He
But
did.
did
I did.
Briar,
He
but did
left
Briar
before I
but,
could tell him.
but did Briar and her hangover actually process that?
Yeah,
I
but did he
Probably
leave
not.
so.
the whole penthouse, or is he just somewhere in the penthouse?
I guess
I-
it depends.
What?
What? I guess it depends. What time do you get up?
I don't know.
And
God.
remind me again how you left. Didn't you
That's up
jump
to you.
off the balcony with Fly or something?
No, I
Yeah.
flew away from the room.
Okay.
I went and I slept on the balcony.
Okay.
on like a fold out like lounge chair.
Got on a Chase lounge chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it, God?
What time do you want to get up?
Yeah, I said that's up to you.
Oh. What time did we get back?
Probably like 2, 3 in the morning.
I imagine we've been getting up at the same time like every day for so long that I'm probably up still hellishly early, which is probably why I'm still out of it, because I'm probably still a little high.
And drunk.
All that
Whatever else
HD
that
vision.
dude was.
He was high.
It was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but like booze wears off faster, I feel like. Anyways, yeah, I'm just opening doors. I'm like, K2, 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 K2.
Well, okay. You don't need to do that because if you got up early, then and like as soon as you leave K2's room, in like uh the kitchen area off of the main sitting room in the center of the penthouse, you would see the kids and a very hangover looking K2 nursing a cup of coffee at like a breakfast table.
God, you look how I feel.
Morning to you too.
I'm thinking you feel worse than you look.
Just need a little caffeine and then I'll be right as rain.
You sure about that, buddy?
Like 70%.
It's a good start. I walk over, just give him a little pat, like, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this yesterday because I forgot it was today. But the kids are out of school today because of the Harvest Festival. So we're gonna head down to the festival over in Little Killamore.
In where?
Killamore.
Little Killamore.
Oh.
It's like a part of the city that's really.
Murderous.
They all came from the same city of my homeland, a port city called Killamore. They are a rambunctious lot, but they're also a very tight knit community. So things like festivals, they're actually really good at.
Okay. Man, I really wish we had done what we did last night if we had to go walk around a festival today.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
This was a terrible plan. Or is everybody else here somewhere? Or are
I don't know where anybody else is. They're probably in their respective rooms down below.
I come out of the bedroom, putting my cloak on.
Morning.
Morning.
we're going to a festival, Darkalion.
Oh, really?
Yep. Harvest Festival. And Bear just like sits on a couch somewhere. It's just like
Darkanon's gonna go over and get a cup of coffee, and he's gonna bring it to Briar.
Ew.
So good of you to provide aftercare.
I just thought it'd be a nice gesture, honestly, the hangover and everything. So, sorry.
I know, but it's
God damn it, Joshua.
it's great. It's just gross. I mean, if there is there blood in it?
There it
I
is.
mean, I didn't put any in, so.
Then yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
So it turns out Briar's one of those vampires that can eat. It's just terrible.
Yeah, she's just like, it's just gross.
It's like, or like, I think it's Vampire the Masquerade. They can eat, but if they don't basically chase it with blood, it just comes right back up later.
No, she just eats it, but just like begrudgingly, just like.
It's not like a ghoul situation then.
Yeah, she's like, she goes and like digs into like into like a pocket or something and just pulls out a little package of like some gummies and is just like, ow, ow, eating them. Like, I'll be good.
Okay. What's next?
Well, I guess we can check in with the rest of the party to see if they want to go to the Harvest Festival.
What did you say? Sorry.
I said we could meet up with the rest of the party and ask them if they want to go to the Harvest Festival.
Oh, yeah. That sounds just thumbs up to the air with her eyes closed. Like, great plan. Yep. Let's go. She just doesn't move. She's still just sitting there.
Right behind you.
Like, Darkalion, are we moving?
Nope.
How about now?
I'm going to assume you haven't
No.
moved, so no.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, my instant teleportation skills I had last night don't exist anymore.
It was moving so fast.
I figure you guys would still like to at least finish your breakfasts and recover a little bit more before we leave.
That's not that. This is. I think this is. She just kind of gestures vaguely between her and K2. I think this is it. I think this is what peak performance looks like today.
Briar, Make a con save.
Oh God! Oh no! There's after effects to the joke.
I like how only you have to make a con save.
Well, I took a lot. I mean, I don't know how much you took after
I
you went.
bit into it.
You mean taking foreign substances
19.
might have consequences.
All right, that's the success. So you do not start bleeding out of your orifices.
What? Nice.
I think he was pretty clear.
Look, man, sometimes people lace drugs. Sometimes it's with other drugs. Sometimes it's with, Ebola. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I guess I did make my initial.
I was gonna say you rolled once. I rolled what, like 8?
Holy shit, you did, didn't you?
Yeah,
She
that's
did.
why I'm like, I took a lot. Bar makes like that the
This
sound
is
that
this is a combination of substances.
the sound that Hina was making earlier when she was trying to puke after puking. Bar just lets it a little like, and she's like, I'm good, it's fine.
I'm good actively almost puking.
Yeah, it's just like. Both hands just come down onto some part of the couch she's sitting on and just pushes herself up like, okay, Harvest Festival, yeah. Woo. I'm ready to be festive. I like hold out a hand to K2 to help him up.
K2 is just sitting there with his eyes closed.
You fell asleep again.
I just like smack him on the arm. I'm like, oi,
Ah!
come on, we're going to be festive. Let's go. I grab him by
Ah!
the arm and I start pulling him up.
See, here's what I need to know. What the fuck are the kids doing during all this?
Great question.
They're drawing in the living room.
Good. They can't witness our shame. Come on, buddy. All right. Pull him up.
Our way out, I tell Lydia, we'll meet you in the lobby. Oh god.
Pat him on the back. You're doing great, buddy.
She
You
just
are
rolls
not
her eyes.
inspired.
All right. Oh god, the elevator.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can we like slow the elevator? Does the elevator have like a speed setting? Can we put it to like slow?
I mean, it's already slow as hell, so.
Yeah,
to, like,
it doesn't really.
Non-lurch mode.
Yeah, not really.
Cool. Deep breath in.
A few minutes later, after calling the elevator, Norman opens up the big metal like grate. He's like, "Hey Norman, please take us to whatever floor our traveling companions are on." I don't even remember. Assuming it's near the refugee.
Yeah, so he brings you guys down to the 3rd floor. And you remember that this is where all of the refugees are at. As you walk out, and there's kind of some people just hanging out in the hallway together at morning light. They seem to be playing an early game of poker
In the hallway?
in the
In
hallway.
the hallway.
I just step over their game. I was like, it's not like there's a smoking room for this type of thing or anything. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, they're playing handball in there.
What?
It's just like leaning against a wall.
I support this wall. The wall will support me.
Mm.
Okay.
Jackson.
Which one of these rooms is? Where are they at?
Your companions or the handball game?
The companions. The smoking room is on the second floor.
I don't know that. It's your damn hotel.
Oh my god.
I'll take pity on you, you poor drunk man. Serenix will just kind of like wander out of her room with like a cup of coffee and notice the game going on in the hallway. Just go, ooh, early morning game. Hello. You guys look.
Serenix, we're gonna go be festive.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more words than that.
The Harvest Festival is today. Where I promised the kids I'd take them. Would you like to come with?
Maybe.
Also, by the way, I have kids.
I mean, I would hope they were your kids that you were taking.
And not some random kids you found in the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, he likes pseudo.
Both can
them,
be
it's
true.
fine. He like pseudo adopted them. It's fine.
Yeah, they're my wards. Like they're the Robins to my Batman. Technically not my kids, but I pay for their education and house them.
See, now it's just weird. She'll just like disappear into the room again.
Who is this Batman you speak of?
God.
Is he truly part man and part bat, or is this a title?
No, it's like a title. It's from a theater production about a rich man that fights crime at night.
He's made of bats.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough to learn of this secretive Batman.
It's not a secret. It's a very well-known story.
So well known that I've never heard of it. Surely, yes.
Haha, checkmate,
It's over
atheist.
my eyes, K2.
Did you say checkmate atheists?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Don't you be using my fucking line when I'm not here to use it.
Somebody ought to do it.
Alright, well, if you're standing there long enough to hear Batman, do you want to come to the Harvest Festival?
Will the Batman be there?
Probably not. It's
Then
not
yes.
exactly... Okay.
Yes, the Batman, mortal enemy of Thales people. You thought it was just a theater production. It's a boogeyman story for... Do not go out at first dusk, or the Batman will get you.
Oh my god, it's like the fucking Muffin Man all over again.
Yeah!
It's just a folktale.
No, it's
the
just...
destroyer of worlds.
It's just objects, man. They just have a lot. They're afraid of a lot.
For you, it's a folktale. For me, it's an unending nightmare.
Be careful, straw man will get you. Ah! You'll stuff your clothing full of uncomfortable hay.
I hear he has the worst argument.
Straw man, I was gonna suck in the first town.
Yeah.
Alright. Cyrenix, you coming?
Next, I'm staring at. I'm not even gonna try
Sarah
that one
Pokemon
again.
Take two?
I'll fuck Sarah next round of the few of my runes.
She goes to ask her brother how he's feeling, if he wants to go.
Perfect, that's what I was gonna ask next.
Well, see, yeah, she's hanging out in his room.
Oh, okay.
Already asked. That's why she disappeared for a minute. I just kind of picture, like, you go to ask him, like, wait a minute. This is his room.
Yeah, with no indication that that's his room. K2 just has a premonition.
Anyways, yeah, she checks with you about going if you want to go. A lot of people-y. So.
It wasn't so much the people last night, it was the fact there wasn't any room to breathe.
And sometimes effects is caused also by being too much people-y, so that's why I ask. Oh, yes? Oh, no.
Confined space.
Plenty of brisk fall air, as it is mostly an outside affair. Little festival games here and there.
That's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Then sure.
Alright, cool. Let's go.
Alright, you guys make your way to the festival. After meeting with Lydia and the kids in the lobby.
Are there any introductions you just
That's
like,
civil.
alright, let's go?
Now, there are introductions. It's like, everyone, this is Henry, Greta, Lydia. Henry, Greta, Lydia, everyone. Alright, let's go.
just like looking at this, taking this in. There's a conclusion that Salvix has drawn, but he does not say anything.
I feel as though today is going to be a very strange day.
As opposed to every other strange day we've had.
You make an excellent point.
Greta, don't run ahead!
I'm picturing K2 yelling
I'm
that.
behind you.
K2 yeah. K2 wincing when he does that because, you know, it's too loud for him.
Looks forward and it's like, oh wait, Briar, don't run ahead.
Briar, don't run ahead!
Had the wrong
Turns
email.
around, having walked too far, like, huh? She's walking with another family, like, oh, sorry. Turns around.
I can definitely see Briar. She's like walking with like maybe like 10% vision because the sun is pain. She's like, fuck.
She's just like holding on to this random family, and they're just like,
yeah. Just this random,
This mom is just patting her head like it's gonna be okay. Did you lose your family?
It's okay, dearie.
Yeah,
I remember
They
my
all
first
would-
time.
they all leave the house.
Oh, Grandma.
God.
That they all would send Davina out of his shadow and be like, "Go play with K2's kids, but A, don't show them your sword, and B, even if they make you really mad, don't threaten to gore them because K2 will not be okay with that."
Shouldn't we wait till we get there first?
I mean, I suppose that's up to you. You've spent a lot of time in the pocket dimension recently. I thought you could use some sunshine.
Yes, this is helping my pale skin.
It's good to suntan your children. Look, children, much like houseplants, need some sun exposure.
Don't
No,
forget
I mean,
to,
she's not like she's a vampire or a drow or anything. She's a feral tiefling. The sun doesn't do anything to her.
don't forget to flip them over so they get cooked on both sides.
Exactly. A little bit of butter, some fresh herbs.
She
From
does really like butter.
Hard cut to Tamina, just
demolishing a stick of butter.
yeah, just peeling it butter like it's a fucking book.
Somewhat concerning at this point.
So, fun fact, I actually just saw a video on Facebook about a mom who, like, gave up trying to, like, stop her kids from eating shit, and the kid was just straight up eating a stick of fucking butter in the middle of the store.
You have no idea. Sometimes kids really want that shit.
Listen,
Like,
yeah.
Buttersicle.
So I won't get around with butter, to be fair, but like more often than not, when we go to the grocery store, I go straight to where the baby and toddler
Butter.
food is. I grab them like a little like applesauce pouch, and I just give it to them because otherwise I won't be able to grocery shop.
Because he'll be trying to eat everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, kids just do that sometimes.
Yes, I mean,
Anyways.
yeah, children are ravenous voids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so while we have to corral children and also Briar, apparently.
You mean
I thought Briar was
Briar.
included in the children.
Briar?
Yes,
The children are better behaved, more or less.
At least they're sober.
Yeah. God, I hope so.
I don't like that. That's the only sound that Mike makes.
Me either. I have concerns.
It's like, nah, Henry and Greta are fucking blitzed. God. Anyways,
They've been taking study help medications.
look, man. Just a little bit of Mentats to start the day, and to keep the day going 10 times a day. It's fine. It's not habit forming.
It's
It's not habit forming. Don't worry about it. Okay.
I don't have a problem. I can stop anytime. Thank you for your questions. Please leave.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take these with me. If you can stop at any time, you touch those and I fucking kill you. Okay. Not habit forming. Yep, totally. Anyways.
yeah, cool. Cool. Anyways, Xanax gets a little joy in watching both Briar and K2 wince as, like, the light reflects off Alvix's scales and hits them every now and then.
K2 is wearing sunglasses.
Dude, focus light still hurts.
Yeah, off of the scales, off of the plate armor that is also making a lot of noise. Oh no, actually no.
Well, you guys gotta wear your armor everywhere we go.
Because I don't like the thought of being stabbed.
But I've met some of the best people in this city by getting stabbed.
Okay, My brother
On
doesn't
def-
like it when I get stabbed.
Our definitions of best are quite different.
So, kiddos, how old are you guys? Adults aren't talking, so Sarah next feels awkward.
Goes back to the kids.
Yeah, she finds like rope and makes like a baby harness for Briar so she doesn't wander with another family again.
Briar on a leash.
That would solve so many problems if she was on a leash in reality.
Yeah. By this point, Greta would be 11, and Henry would be 9.
Cool, cool, cool.
Because
Those are
they
fun
were-
ages.
My kid's older than your kids.
Because they were 10 and 8
Congratulations.
when you met them.
Congratulations,
Well,
that's how
when the
causal
others
time
met
works. When they met their new dad,
Yep.
and their new dad's weird friends.
I'm more like a big brother.
New fun uncle. Fair.
Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
And Big Brother's weird friends.
Alright, so you guys make it to the festival.
Somehow.
Yeah, it takes you a little while because you gotta corral Briar. But you do make it there.
Yeah, I feel like the kids aren't that bad. It's
No,
definitely
they're well
Briar.
behaved.
It's definitely Briar.
It's not even so
Every
much
now
that
and
Briar
then-
like wanders off. It's occasionally you just look around and realize Briar has just like started leaning against something, and it's
Yeah,
just
like-
like has just stopped
Yeah.
to like rest, and then he's like, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, or she's just like,
taking up she's taking
just
up conversation with a palm tree that's here outside of a stall because somebody's trying to sell it.
"Oh, Mr. Palm Tree."
She's
Every
just
now
like,
and
you
then, like-
are comfortable.
Yeah. Oh god. We move 50 feet, look back, Briar's just where we left her. Just, oh god.
The shopkeeper's just there tapping her on the shoulder furiously, just not even noticing.
Yeah, Briar just like opens an eye, looks at her, and she's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, sure. Yeah.
Leave me-
mhm.
Buy the tree or leave.
Leave me alone.
Every now and then, if we stop too much, K2 starts nodding off himself. Like, it's fine.
Do I have to give Briar a piggyback ride to get her there?
No.
We just have to go at Briar's pace, which is glacial right now.
You know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Sarah
that
Nix
these
would offer to
little-
carry you, but she also doesn't want you puking on her, so... Not happening.
No, every time it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, coming on, yep, I'm walking.
Nodding
It's
along.
like sunny, and she's just like, ugh.
You
Yeah.
know,
She's
Yeah.
like, God, I'm feeling so stereotypical right now.
The sun doesn't hurt most of the time, but right now, sun hurt. Sun bright, ow.
Okay, yeah, so after some time, you guys make it to the festival. Mike, if you have an idea for the festival, feel free. I ain't got shit.
Yeah, so it's basically like picture like kind of like a fall festival, like kind of like around like Halloween or Thanksgiving, like kind of like that time of year. And like it is like a harvest festival, so there are like farmers like selling like vegetables and stuff here at the end of the year, but also there's a bunch of like little games for like the kids to play, you know, like classic like classic games like bobbing for apples or finding like a needle in a haystack type of thing, as well as a couple games that are a bit more specific to the culture of Little Killamore, like um, jumping over the shark canals, or or shooting gray cloaks with with a little toy crossbow. You know, just classic Little Killamore thing from the Orin Empire that makes sense for everybody here, definitely.
Totally.
My first
Is-
thought was, what's an empire? That doesn't make sense.
Is every fall festival that's ever existed ever.
Yep.
I will, let's get some fucking breakfast. I have not eaten breakfast yet, so.
Oh, you haven't eaten anything? Sure.
I had coffee.
Let's get some food. There might be like some like candied fruits or something around here. And then after that, who wants to get their face painted? I want to get my face painted.
Davina immediately starts bouncing up and down.
Pass.
Fun, I suppose.
Absolute glee that he's agreed and also agrees.
I think also because Salvix knows that she's going to be like, please, 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 please. It's just like,
Oh no, she wasn't
Salvix.
even going to. It is way too early. She's barely had one cup of coffee.
The gremlin has not had enough energy to activate yet.
Nope. No, so she doesn't like to bother you after, like, episodes happened. So, like,
Fair.
chill.
All right, so we go get some fair food, and then we go get our face painted.
Fried sticks of butter.
Yeah, maybe, if that's what you're into.
No, God, no.
I'd say to eat fair food, it costs each of you 5 silver.
Damn. That checks out, though.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's expensive. And I was like, yeah, it's a fair.
It's a fair.
Yeah. Shit's always like, really? Okay, guys.
$10 for a cinnamon roll that's definitely just bought from Sam's Club? Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
$8 for a hot dog? Jesus.
Plus, if you complain, the person selling it gets really mad at you, because Killamore is based off of Venice. So everybody in Little Killamore is hella Italian.
You know what? I love that.
Welcome to the most Italian place in the city.
God.
These here are Italians.
Oh
Look,
my god.
Look,
What the fuck?
there's just hands flying everywhere as everyone's talking.
By the time I hand you your food, it's just half empty.
God, we're stupid sometimes. Okay, yep. Snackies of fair food and face painting. Apparently.
Yeah, absolutely. You find the face painter's booth. It's more like a It's more like a building because there's a bunch of different face painters.
I instantly thought you were going to say Face Painters Guild.
A guild. I mean, maybe.
It's like, damn, fair enough.
Painters Guild just does this on the side during the
Yeah,
Painters
holidays.
Guild. It's just
Yeah.
it's the normal Painters Guild of the city. They've just taped on the word face in front of it for the festival.
Shit. Shit, we painted over your face in all acrylic. Eee. Hope you didn't like having clear skin.
All right,
It's
kids, who
good.
wants to go first?
Oh, Greta's definitely going first.
Of course she is.
She like elbows her way to the front, like me, bitch.
No, I picture before K2 even finishes, Greta's already there.
Sounds right.
Yeah, she's filled out the form for what she wants on her face.
Oh my god,
and
there's
of course,
a form.
Yeah, there's a form. So that you can just hand it to the artist.
Of course.
That was really funny. So you hand it to, or she hands it to the artist. The artist is a kobold.
my
Named Socks.
Socks.
Socks. It's SOKS. Socks.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm just picturing a kobold with a thick Italian accent.
I don't like that. I don't know
So-
why. It doesn't feel right.
So, Socks makes doubly sure that Greta wants
What she wrote
the
down.
image that she had written down, and she's very adamant that she wants a spider on her face.
Dude.
So Socks makes her look like a spider, and
Oh, like
let's
the
see how
full-
well Socks does. It just butchers it.
This
It's
is what
okay.
it turns out.
Like-
This is what it turns out. Socks is deathly afraid of spiders. It's like
Yeah, It's-
just completely fucks it up. Greta is so mad.
it looks okay. Like it's good for a child, but any adult looking at it's gonna be like, "What the fuck is on your face?" Like, it looks more like a disfigured bruise than it does a spider.
I figured like maybe it's just like too realistic, so people are like go to snack it.
You got something on your face. Oh, sorry, that is your face.
Yeah, it's definitely more like cartoony
It was
bad.
pain.
They have like
Greta likes it.
you know those boards of like I can do this for you. Of like examples of their shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's Socks' specialty?
Dragons.
Really,
No, wait, no.
balloon animals.
I find that hilarious. I have to do that.
He's really good at drawing dragons and surprisingly turtles.
Oh,
But he can't do dragon turtles.
What?
No,
that's
Wait,
just
it's,
disappointing.
no, it's deeply forbidden in kobold culture.
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Of course.
Ceradex chooses to get a dragon.
Okay.
If you depict a dragon turtle, it'll come to you and eat your family.
You decide that you want to do a dragon, and Socks looks at you, confused, and then you sit down on there, and he takes the white paint and paints over your face, and then goes, "Look, a dragon!" And it's no
Completely
different.
Unamused.
yeah. Yeah, just takes the paintbrush and just slight stroke. Done.
Yeah, done.
I wanted something like a rat. This is lame as shit. Fine, whatever.
I signed to Henry. I was like, "Do you need help with your form, or you got what you know what you want?"
He signs back that he knows what he wants.
All right.
Food spiders.
And he goes and sits down,
Kids.
and Socks looks at the form and spends a lot of time reading it. And then Henry sits down and
Wait, Coach, what are the expressions running across Sox's face when he reads that?
it's pretty blank stare. He's just reading it the whole time.
Okay.
Like it's a really long description. And
Gotcha.
finally he like clicks for him and he's like, "Oh, I get it. Okay." And then he sits down and you notice as he's painting, he keeps looking at Darkalion and going back and painting and going back and forth. And eventually it comes out that Henry has gotten Darkalion's mask painted on him.
Aw, that's cute.
That's actually super sweet.
This is making it just so much more awkward for Darkalion.
Yep.
He's like, stop making me grow attached to you, fucker. This kid knows what they're doing. They're like,
I'm sure the kid doesn't, but Josh does.
No, I know, but it's just funny to imagine. There's like getting weird vibes. Time to make him love us.
yeah. Greta, not super aware. Henry's like,
Henry's
something
like,
weird.
I vibe checked you a long time ago, buddy boy.
Henry's the quiet one, the one that understands more than you realize.
Yes.
Brad's like, oh my god, Darkalion looks just like you.
Sounded so insincere.
Oh my
And
god.
it wasn't even that she just like briefly looked. She was just like, oh wow.
Yeah. I know she's hungover, but it's just like.
When you have no energy to give.
Yeah, it just sounded so catty.
Briar, do me a favor. Make a perception check.
Just like giving me the finger. 19.
Okay, then you would definitely see him clenching his fist.
Oh.
Oh.
But he's trying to be extremely subtle about it.
Nice.
She just walks over and she's like, Darkalion, I have to puke. Come with me. Takes him away.
I need somebody to hold my hair. Come with me.
Oh my god.
I guess he follows.
Are you good?
Yeah, I think I am.
Cool. We'll just go take a little walk. And we'll go back and take some time to, She just, like plops her head on your shoulder while you're walking, like, relax. Yeah, relax.
Walk for me, I'm sleepy.
It's like Darkalion just being like, was this for me or for you?
Both.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
Can we just take like a little 5 minutes and then go back?
Yeah, you're about to say 45 minutes.
No, we come back in an hour. No.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing bad should ever happen in an hour. Oh god, the fair's on fire. The pumpkin demons have returned.
The pumpkin demon.
Darkalion, should I try bobbing for apples? I feel like I have the perfect teeth for bobbing for
Oh
apples.
my god.
I mean, you go right ahead.
I feel like I'm playing at an advantage in bobbing for apples.
You go
Also,
right
I feel
ahead.
like the water would be nice.
You go right ahead. I'd be at a disadvantage.
Briar just opens her mouth and just, oh. all of them out.
Bites the apple in half, trying to grab it.
Yeah. I got 2 of them. Does that count for double? No. We don't have any more apples. What the fuck, man? Oops. Everyone's been biting the same apple? Gross.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Yeah, we get back to the group. I'm like, who wants to go bobbing for apples?
The fuck?
I just got my face painted, and you can see K2 has the face of a tiger.
Nice.
But does he, though? How good of a job does
I
Sox
was about
do?
to say, how good is the art?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Sox has a modifier, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, since he rolled a 3 for Gretis.
What's Salvix getting?
That's what I've been thinking about, and I don't know.
What are the options?
Like any D&D monster.
So you should get a butterfly.
The worst D&D monster, butterfly.
The dire butterfly. Instead of drinking nectar, it drinks blood!
Hey, that's me.
That's all butterflies.
Yeah,
Well-
the conclusion we're drawing is that Briar is the best vampire. She's a dire butterfly.
Salvix, are you going? You want to go for something like scary or like something like cool or cute thing?
I don't know.
All right. What
Is there a
about?
leave it to the artist option?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, yeah, I think Salix doesn't have any particular wherewithal any which way.
Okay, yeah, you check the box for leave it up to the artist. And after a few minutes, Selvix looks like a cat.
But how good of a cat?
It's okay.
I feel like
it
the,
fucked up no matter
The
what.
yeah.
proportions are a little strange because of the
Yeah.
face.
yeah, and also the scales don't take to the paint as well. Or the paint doesn't take the scales as well, rather.
I don't know, Cyrenix's dragon is like perfect.
God.
Choose
You know
the
what? The
chief-
winged snake.
What?
So Demina wants a winged snake.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, he would we'll see how well he does.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, winged snakes are kind of like very tiny dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm like, so a dragon.
Nope,
No,
Very specifically wrote winged snake, not
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, there is such a thing as winged snakes.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
he
yeah, exactly.
Sox does a pretty good job. He even like adds in a bow tie as the wings, not a bow tie, like a bow clip in the hair
Oh, that's
for like
cute.
the wings.
That's cute.
Bless it.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I would hope so.
Fight me. Anyways, Cernix will take up.
Careful,
your
Joshua. You're
offer
drunk, Johnny
of,
Sean.
Of bobbing for apples.
Yeah, you guys go bobbing for apples. I'm not gonna make you guys roll anything. It's pretty easy to bob for apples for you guys. So
Ass.
yeah,
God, I would hope so.
I got double the teeth.
I mean, yeah,
All of the
still the same surface area though.
Yeah, but they're bigger
sharp points.
Fair.
and sharper.
Yeah, the sharper pointy parts will help.
But you
Yeah.
haven't even heard the twist.
Oh God!
Oh god.
They grease the apples.
Please
What
enlighten
the
us.
fuck?
Oh.
is
The
twist
apples
with
are full
bobbing
of
for apples?
drugs.
Yeah. We actually went to the 18 plus side of the fair.
Oh god.
You have to sign a
No.
waiver to get in.
Some
Yeah,
of
you
the
can bob
apples.
for apples, but they're all wrapped in condoms.
Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Why are you guys making it so weird? That was not where I was gonna go with it at all.
No,
No drugs.
I did not take it to that place, alright? That was all Josh.
Ruining my
This is a
fair.
family fun festival.
Guys,
Yeah.
stop ruining my festival.
The twist is that actually you're supposed to be bobbing for the pumpkin at the bottom.
Anyways, go ahead, Mike.
Anyways, Mike, what's the actual twist?
So the actual twist is that some of the apples are actually disguised fairies that throw magic dust in your face and make you sneeze. Make you sneeze weird objects that come out of your nose.
Well, now they
That's
just have to
terrible.
roll.
No, that's so much worse.
We have to know who's going to be
I don't
sneezing.
like that.
Can the apples just be wrapped in condoms instead? Like that's.
Yeah, seriously.
That's fucking weird.
And sneezing random objects out of your nose isn't?
It just feels like a normal sneeze. It's just instead of phlegm, it's like a weird object or trinket.
Oh my god, amazing.
Think of it like a little like participation trophy. I don't know.
Here's the
get to-
question: Is the goal
get to
to
keep
get
the
the fairy
object.
apple?
What's that?
So then, is the goal to get the fairy apple to get the thing?
I mean, if you want like weird objects, then I guess yes. if you just want a candied apple, then no.
This would be perfect. I'm gonna bring this chart back out. All right, here we go.
I was about to say we need some rules for this stuff. We need to find out.
All right,
the
yeah,
rules.
everybody, just go ahead and roll. Everybody that's actually bobbing for apples. So we'll have the kids and Lydia do it too.
I'm definitely not. So
Just roll. We'll do a percentile chance, so D100.
All right. Well, if Lydia's doing it, then I feel like K2 would probably get forced into it because he would like get her to do it, but then
How
she
did I
would
roll
like force me to
14
do
on
it.
that? Whatever.
This is going
we're
great.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh, were you rolling for the kids? Did I not need to
Yeah.
roll for? Okay.
No, I rolled
And
for.
you just
for
ignore the
Lydia.
second one. They're both the same thing. But
No,
Oh my
you rolled
God.
for your kid.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
rolled
okay.
for Lydia and the others.
You rolled for the other kid and Lydia.
Yeah,
Kids and
the other
Lydia.
kids and Lydia.
Whatever.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think there's any repeats, are there?
Oh, the
Just
21
Joshua.
and 21. Yeah,
That doesn't. It doesn't count.
Demina got the same thing.
yeah. Well, it was funny because I determined ahead of time that it was a 25% chance. So if you rolled 25 or lower,
Wow, really fucking nailed it on the head, didn't I?
So who of my little found family? Who was the 17?
Henry was.
Ah, fun.
Yep. So this will be funny. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
5D 1200. God.
What
I,
the fuck?
I like that you did, out of 1200, 4.
Yeah. A 4 and a 39.
So Serenix,
Hi.
you find a fairy
Okay.
and you sneeze out a pocketbook of poetry that you cannot read.
Wow.
Okay.
This is amazing.
You would recognize the script as dwarvish, so it is it's a pocketbook of dwarven poetry.
Oh, nice.
See, on top of being confused, she's just like dripping white face paint too.
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. Which Josh? Which one of you? Which one is Thale? The first or the second one?
Thale is the first one.
The first one. Okay.
Oh god.
Demina would find would sneeze out an invitation to a formal ball that's held 2 years in the future.
Nice.
She's got her homecoming invite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She was
You
like
can go as
12.
long as you behave.
Yeah. She was like 12, so yeah, that's the right age.
Yep. All right.
And Thale himself.
We'll get to that. I'm going in order.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So Henry would be the 572. Oh, weird. So, so, God, I don't know if I like that one. No, I'm gonna re-roll his. Okay, 731. Okay, so it's still the next one. So Henry sneezes out a bag of weird living figurines of everyone you know, including himself, and they know to be and they seem to be unable to see you despite your ability to interact with them.
Oh
The
God,
fuck?
What?
that's really weird. Jesus.
What was the other one?
The other one was a tankard that makes everything taste like mead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't exactly fit the family-friendly vibes here.
No. Yeah.
Turned him into an alcoholic early on. I like the
Yeah,
taste of this. What is it? Mead. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think he'd rather have the weird toys.
Yeah. The weird toys that seem unable to see you despite your ability to interact with them.
That's so weird.
Yeah. All right, 872 for Thale. Thale sneezes out an old chess piece made of glass.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It's just a little scuffed and weathered, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And then 1056 for Briar. Oh, okay. Briar sneezes out a wooden puzzle cube covered in elemental symbols. It's a
Wow.
Rubik's Cube that has different elements on it.
I wonder what happens when you solve it.
Fire, water,
Briar has like a
earth,
headache,
air.
and she's just looking at this like.
Just looking at it, and the symbols are like blending together, and it's just like,
Yeah, she's like going cross-eyed. She's like, oh, puts it away before she like actually throws up. Like, oh god. Yeah. Puts it back. Let me add it to my collection of stuff. One Rubik's Cube.
your collection of thingies.
What elemental Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, maybe if you solve it, you can get a fireball, or more accurately, you just make something a little warmer.
Because I'm curious, Josh, what are the 6 elements?
It didn't say. Let's go fire, lightning, acid, poison, cold, and
What's the next one?
Your mother.
Periodic.
we'll just do like radiant. It's the last one.
Cyanide.
Okay.
Cyanide.
So, fuck.
And happiness.
It's not even an element; it's a molecule.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's next?
Let's just let the kids pick what's next instead of.
Greta wants to go on the free fall drop swing.
Ugh. Okay.
Okay.
Brian just looks over at K2 and is like, now on purpose backing away.
Yeah. K2 just turned like, fuck.
Well, I can't be mad because I was that kid. Like every fucking state fair, just like I want to go with the slingshot.
Fuck no. I'm good with my roller coasters.
I was the kid that would go on rides alone because the rest of my family didn't want to.
Yeah, don't fuck that shit. I like my roller coasters, and that's it.
All right, we go on the swing. Is Henry coming too, or is
No,
he staying with
no.
Lydia? Okay.
He's staying with Lydia.
All right, I'll take Reddit on the swing.
All right. It costs 1 gold per person to ride.
Sure.
Get you, son.
Let me just break a platinum real quick.
10 gold.
Is there a child cost, or is she considered
No,
a person?
it's just per person.
Okay.
It's just a flat 1 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
1 gold per person, unless
Yeah.
you're children.
You,
Children, clearly not people.
you take the ride. She loves it. I need you to make a con save.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Regardless of what he does, K2's sunglasses stay miraculously on the whole time.
Oh, of
Yep.
course. They're held on by my shadow.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The sunglasses are my shadow.
Honestly, yeah, that checks out.
22.
Damn.
Yeah, that's high enough. You managed to not pass out or throw up.
Okay.
I was about to ask, is K2 also start about bleeding out of his orifice? That would be terrifying.
Oh my god! Just like Mommy, what's that? Oh god!
Oh, it's just Mr. Fulton, the hotel owner, bleeding out of every hole!
Oh.
Of all times, not that any time is a good time to do that, but of all times, that would be one of the worst. Where it goes from, oh, this is a problem for just me, to, oh, this is like an active biohazard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex takes one look at that and is like, no. Beneath no circumstances will I do that. I might break it.
Come on, guys. You're missing out. It's fun.
Briar sees you almost puke, and she's like, "Ugh." It's the same thing in response, just looks away, like, stop it! Stop it! Bitch. I can't even look at you right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Alright, cool.
I'll go.
Alright.
Yeah, Greta will go again with you.
I was gonna say, like, Darkalion will go on the second round with her. You know, sure as shit, she wants the second round.
Yeah, she wants to go as many times as possible. She's not
Greta's
paying
like,
for it.
Yeah!
I'm going to smack K2 with a lesser restoration, and I do not mean that in a figurative sense. like not like a full backhand, but just like, ooh. See if that does anything to fix his
Pukes.
present affliction. He might.
It makes him feel better, though. It worked. Congratulations, your restoration
Yeah.
worked by making
Yeah.
him puke.
Yeah, he
Hey,
might.
sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need the one good puke.
That's
Sometimes,
true.
yeah.
That has
Sometimes,
happened to me so many times.
yeah. Where it's like, God, if I could just get it out, I'd be good.
Or like not even like realizing it, but just like feeling awful and then doing it, and then
I'm like,
suddenly
oh,
you just
that's
feel
why.
amazing afterwards.
Yeah, like,
Oh.
that's why.
This is what I needed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can go to the marathon right now.
You're like, I feel so light.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that the lesser restoration is enough to cure K2's affliction. Seeing as it is not the same that Briar has.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, it
Good
was
morning, USA!
it was basically like which one of them and just the D2 is just like, which one of them do I think this might work on better? K2. Because I'm not sure how my holy magic is going to interact with Briar being part fiend and also a vampire. Like, Salvix is half convinced she might just start burning right here, right now. So it's like, K2 is probably the safer option here.
You know, it's not. It's sometimes just being a guy has its perks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool. I sober up just in time to see Darkalion and Greta getting on the ride again.
You have a perfect chance here, Darkalion. Make it an accident. No, shut.
Oh my god!
God.
Awful.
Can
You laugh, but
Can- we give Tori inspiration for that? Jesus.
I know you thought about it.
oh, I was over here thinking like, is this the
I-
time?
I do want to give Tori inspiration for that.
Good. Come on, Joe and I can't be the only two who thought it.
I also thought it, but I was in the mindset of hungover K2, so I wasn't gonna stop it. And now it's too late to stop it. So now K2
It's
just
Briar,
becomes
but
very aware.
very aware. He's like positioning himself accordingly near the ride.
I don't know anything or miss what happened here.
Yeah, same. We're just like, oh, okay, they're going to ride. Haha, cool. And then K2's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, oh shit. I've been brought to my senses at probably the best time right now. I wish I didn't have to be.
Alright,
Okay, so
so Greta and Darkalion ride this free fall swing of doom.
See, there was no of doom until right now.
I know! It was great. The free fall swing.
No, now you added it, so you have to do it every time now.
Of doom!
here we go. Is
Yeah,
that
and?
murder?
I was about to say, what are we waiting for? We waiting for me to say something?
I was waiting for you to say something.
Oh, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. Then it goes smoothly.
He was thinking about it, though, really hard.
Goes smoothly. Greta webs it again. It's even better this time. Because it's the
Yeah,
second time.
I think at this point, K2's fine. I'm gonna try the lesser restoration prior now. Just like more cautiously this time because he doesn't also want to light himself on fire.
It's not going to work.
It probably won't, but Salvix doesn't have the wherewithal to know that. He just assumes they're both on the same thing. He didn't see what happened with Briar.
That's fair.
I just like look over at him as you like reach. You like have to touch me.
And I tried the physician's touch last night as well, so.
Is that a question Briar is asking Salvix, or
Yeah, she's just like, "What are you doing?"
trying to cure you of your ailment? Unless you don't wish to be.
She just holds out her arms like, good luck.
I'll try it. I have no reason to think that it wouldn't work.
Go ahead.
Alright, yeah, you attempt to cure Briar, and it doesn't work.
And then I burst into flames. No. No, still feel like shit. Wait, did it work on him? And I pointed K2.
Yes.
He just looks over him and like, you motherfucker.
Wink, finger gun.
I was like, why do you always get out of feeling like this?
Because I don't merge my bodies with otherworldly things.
Ugh.
My body is a temple, and I honor that.
I honor it
No,
by defacing it every day.
Yeah. There's a half second
My
of sound
body
of
is a temple. I've raised it to the ground.
no. Your body is a temple to a god you hate. For a half second, Simon's like, "What?" and then remembers because he was there. Like, right.
Thanks for trying, buddy. Ooh.
I guess as for the spell, I wouldn't get any indication as to why it didn't work. It just doesn't.
Correct.
Have you ever felt like your insides are trying to crawl outside? I kind of feel like that right now.
Hey, I remember that when that happened to me that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me and Edward.
Yeah, I remember that one too. Not my finest moment, I must say.
Yeah. And then right after you bit Edward.
Not my finest moment.
Yeah, not Briar's finest days out there in the tundra the first time.
I probably could have handled that better, but you know, and to be fair, I was very hungry. I'm learning that I should not let myself get this hungry. She kind of walks away like this is never leading to anything good.
So what exactly happened last night?
Oh.
It's a question that's more directed for K2, because he assumes that K2 would have a better idea.
Yeah, Briar's just like found a bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, Briar, you take a seat on a bench. And sitting next to you is a portly fellow.
Oh.
And he, as you sit next to him, he reaches into a bag and pulls out a very, it's a tinfoil wrapped, mix of smells, and he just sets it on your lap. Goes, I hope you enjoy. Before he gets off and waddles away.
Goofy? Is that you?
Yo! Sure.
Enjoy.
Just
Yep.
like, does he
No,
get
it's
up and
like
like walk away?
He gets up and waddles away.
Briar just like is holding the thing that he gave her and is just like,
Which I'm
What?
sure the mix of smells is doing a great things for
what
her
kind? I was like, yeah,
healing
she,
body.
she holds it kind of away from her face and like slowly brings it towards her, like cautiously sniffing like the closer it gets. Is it like a bad mix of smells?
No, it's actually a very pleasant mix of smells. As you smell various baked fruits.
Did you just get fucking
How
fritter
much-
dropped on your lap?
How much
Like it.
lesson have I learned?
How much lesson have you learned?
I'm not with the group is the problem. I walked away. So this
No,
is like-
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is you by yourself. and also you incredibly mentally kind of fuckered up, yeah.
Fuckered. I like that one.
I mean, it's not blood, so you know.
It also doesn't make you want to puke, so like.
Depends. I've definitely been in positions where any strong smell, whether it's good or bad, would make me go.
How much lesson have I learned?
I don't know. Make a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's how Gorbaz makes all his decisions.
Ooh, apparently not too much. I take a sip.
A bite?
Well, let's see. Yeah, you'd have to open up the tin foil.
Oh right, open the tinfoil. Sorry, my brain, in my mind, it was beverage for some reason. I was like brown paper bag with like a drink in it.
What? You've never thrown a soda in the oven to bake it before?
I've just been sitting
Yeah,
here,
you
like, drinking my juice box. So in my brain, I was like liquid.
You unravel the tin foil and find half a dozen muffins.
I eat a muffin.
Shit.
All right.
Full size muffins or like?
Yeah, like full size muffins.
God damn, that's
Yeah,
a big bundle. Holy shit.
it's a big bundle. I
guess
said
I
it was
eat-
a big bundle.
Oh,
Bite
yeah.
of a muffin.
I think
Okay.
tinfoil bundle. I think something that'll fit in hand.
So there is a blueberry muffin. There's a choco nana muffin.
Ooh.
There's a cinnamon muffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a mixed berry muffin.
Well, hold on. Is it an apple cinnamon muffin? Because, fall.
I go for the one that has the most red in it.
Probably the mixed berry then at this point.
That would be the mixed berry muffin. Yeah,
Mixed berry it is.
yeah. So apple cinnamon is a good choice for that one.
Red blood. Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 1d6.
Oh, no.
Hey, this could be a good thing.
Let's be
Okay.
honest.
All
it's
right.
not.
You gain 6 temporary hit points.
Oh!
And then you pass out.
Yeah. You gain 6 temporary hit points and then you die.
Yeah, these temporary hit points last for 1 hour.
All right, time to go get like a toddler to hit me.
Greta, hit me as hard as you can. That's when she cast Bigby's hand and just wallops you. Just shit. Like, don't think she's that advanced yet, but I don't know.
She doesn't even need it. She just needs her mirror.
A
She
walrus.
just learned how to
Oh.
cast
True.
Gust of Wind. Do you really think that she knows how to cast Bigby's hand?
I don't. Maybe she's a prodigy at offensive magic. I don't fucking know. Maybe she's been learning a thing or two from Meadow. They're about the same age.
Bar just looks down at
They
her
are the
little
same age.
pack
Yeah.
of muffins and she's like, huh. Not terrible. Gets up and walks back to the group. Looks for Serenix somewhere. She's like, it shouldn't be hard to find the giant dragonborn in the crowd.
It's
Yeah,
not.
The other two
especially
flavors,
because
by the
they're
way.
together.
One is a caramel apple.
Ooh.
Caramel apple
And the-
muffin.
Caramel apple muffin. Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then the last one is a
Mystery flavor.
fuck. I just had it too.
Pumpkin.
Carrot?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was pumpkin
Yeah.
because fall.
Carrot muffins are delicious.
I've never heard of that.
It's like carrot cake,
A
but
carrot.
Oh.
I was like, carrot pastry?
That makes more sense. I was like, just straight carrot? That doesn't sound very good. That makes a little more sense.
Just a carrot. Just in a plain flavored muffin with just a carrot in it. I walk over to Serenix and I'm just like,
Not even
You
distributed
like
throughout,
muffins?
just stabbed.
I do enjoy muffins, yes. And then she just
Cool,
looks
this-
down. Where did you get muffins? You know what? No.
she
She's
just
not
hands
gonna
you
ask.
over the whole pack of muffins like, I don't know, some stranger kind of dropped these in my lap.
They don't feel like poison.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
there's
had a
the mixed
UTC
berry one
with a
has
bite.
a bite taken on it. Yeah.
Like, it didn't kill me and it didn't make me puke, so it should be fine.
Yeah, she goes for the apple cinnamon and just accepts it.
I go back to my bench.
Oh, those were made in
Thank
a
you.
factory. A bomb factory.
Just get like
They're
Moms.
she just kind of like lifts her arm in like in a wave sort of thing, just like, yep.
Okay. Yeah, you take a bite out of the apple cinnamon one. Are you currently missing any spell slots?
Fucking
God, I hope not.
The muffin has no effect on you. It just tastes really
Okay.
good.
That's fine. I'll take a tasty muffin. She'll just hold out the package and, well, except for like, she'll tuck the mixed berry away for Briar, for if she wants it again later. But it's just like, muffins? And just hold it out to her brother.
Already forgotten the flavors that are remaining.
Choco
The
Nana,
Choco Nana.
Mm-hmm.
caramel
Go ahead, sorry.
apple, Choco Nana, caramel apple, blueberry, pumpkin,
Yeah.
carrot.
Yeah.
No, not carrot.
Carrot? Oh, okay.
No.
Pumpkin.
There was
yeah,
those four.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I guess pumpkin.
Pumpkin? Okay. Yeah, you take a bite out of the pumpkin one, and you feel more perceptive than usual, as your current passive perception is increased by 2.
I really appreciate that he
Okay.
didn't even question me on where I got this entire bundle of muffins on. Just
No.
oh.
No. Definitely because every time that he questions, it leads
Doesn't
nowhere.
want the answer.
No, it usually just leads nowhere. It's just a circuitous route that has no end until Salvix gives up.
Well, the good news is she doesn't actually have an answer this time either, so. Yeah, and then she will offer you two and Theo muffins as well.
I also forgot what flavors there were.
The ones that haven't been eaten are the Choco Nana, the blueberry, and the caramel apple.
I'll take blueberry.
Blueberry, okay. Yeah, you take a bite from the blueberry, and you feel
Blue.
Dabba dee dabba die. You feel like if you
All
had
I hear is a story.
you feel like if you had any ailments, they would no longer be there.
Can I just
Where's
get
Ivan
slapped
here
in
to
the face
appreciate
by
it?
Salvix again? This muffin's awesome.
Usually that's not what people say when I slap them in the face, but fair.
Yeah, K2's skin is like glowing.
My skin's usually glowing.
I
More
didn't like.
so.
I didn't like that you just started with saying K2 skin. I was like, I know this isn't probably going anywhere negative, but I'm still like, K2 is now radioactive.
Yay! Radioactive. Josh, would you take the muffin?
Radioactive.
Can you
I'll
I'll take
imagine
the
a dragon?
apple caramel one.
The caramel apple? Okay. Yeah, you take a bite of the caramel apple one.
Poison.
And yeah, it's the one poison of the batch. That would be some
Oh,
shit.
sorry, you got the poison muffin. Sorry, I didn't. We didn't tell you. That's the poison muffin.
It tastes
you
like
take a
poison.
bite of the caramel apple one.
Oh, that
And-
classic poison taste you know and love.
Yeah,
And?
exactly. I'm laughing too much at that.
What, the classic poison taste you know and love?
Yeah, you're. You
I'm
feel.
back.
I didn't even know you were gone.
I heard it.
I
say.
heard your
fe-
story.
You feel like your skills in the arcane are slightly more refined, as as you gain a +2 to passive arcana for the next hour.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Gotta get those to Coffin.
There's
Fail's just
a.
staring in the sky like fucking
There's only like one muffin left,
Oppenheimer.
right?
I can see it.
Yeah, the Choco Nana's the only one left.
I offer it to Darkalion when he comes back.
Okay. Yeah, you hold that one for Darkalion.
Alright. Now that Greta has gone on the swing a few times, I ask Henry what he wants to do.
Henry wants to go play whack-a-mole.
Fuck yes. Let's go.
Alright. Whack-a-mole it is.
Oh boy, a test of martial skill.
Josh, don't you mean whack-a-bullet?
Whack-a-bullet. Yeah, that's even better.
Smack
Whack-a-mullet.
Oh god.
Smack a bullet.
Oh, smack a bullet, yeah.
Smack a
I like
bullet.
that one.
That's
There
pretty
you
good.
go. Smack
Yeah.
It feels like it rolls off the tongue a little better.
It does.
Yeah. Alright. I'll just roll a percentile dice for Henry to see how well he does. He does awful.
Oh, poor buddy.
You know what? Hold on. No. Poor baby is not... Okay, hold on.
Nice.
Fucking joining in this shit. I'm getting this little baby something.
Alright, yeah, between the two of you, he doesn't do too well. His hand cramps up, he drops the mallet, and then when he goes to pick it up, he slams his head on the table.
Oh.
Yeah, not a good run for him, unfortunately. But then Serenix like rushes over, picks up the mallet, just bam, 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 bam. Just starts going to town on him.
Serenix just smites the fucking thing and it just breaks.
Yeah. And wins a prize. So
I let Henry pick the prize.
yeah, Henry picks the. What would he pick? He picks the carving of a jaguar.
Nice. Carved in wood. I'm assuming wood, but
Yeah, it's
it
wood.
could be something else. Oh, okay.
It's actually carved from a carrot.
It's carved
Ah.
from bone of a jaguar.
I
Oh,
mean,
God.
that's just scrimshaw, man. It's cool as fuck.
That's good scrimshaw.
No, it's wood. Okay. What now?
More scrimshaw.
Oh my god.
They all demands to see the scrimshanders.
Scrim Sanders.
That's what someone who does scrimshaw is called.
Okay, I did not know that.
You don't know
What
anything.
what time is it roughly there, Josh?
Probably like
It's like
11 a.m.
yeah, like
11. That's
Late
perfect.
morning.
We should we should make our way to the center of Little Killamore. I think the Creatures of the World parade is about to start.
Sure.
Interesting. Okay.
We go to the
Oh.
center of the neighborhood
stuff.
for the parade. I
Yeah.
was gonna say the center of town. It's like not a town, neighborhood. We are in a city.
Center of the small city within the city.
You guys make your way to the center of the town. And sure enough, the parade is actually just about to start.
Perfect timing.
And in grand parade fashion, They go from the smallest animal to the largest animal.
The largest creature.
Yeah, largest creature. The dragon. What?
Wait. Ha 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 ha! It's a Tarrasque.
Yeah, but what about the trash dad? Jim. Can't forget about him.
What? What'd you
I don't
say?
fucking know. Don't worry about it.
What about the Tarrasque dad, Jim? Is that what you
Yes.
said? Oh
Yes.
my god. All right then.
Anyways,
Forget about it.
I like to think that it's just like various animals dressed up like various creatures. It's like we couldn't actually get like a chimera or a fucking Tarrasque here, but here's like a like a large goat that we just put a fake lion head and dragon head on either side of it, and here's like a bear that has like a bunch of like fucking like weird spines coming off of it to make it look like a Tarrasque.
That's funny.
all right, yeah, cool. Where are we situated in, like... Obviously, we got here a bit late, so we're probably in, like, the back, right?
Yeah, but it's mostly kids.
Oh, okay, cool. Listen,
Clear over them.
Every parade... Here's the thing. Every parade I've been to, there's always those fucking adults who, like, purposely stand in the way. So that's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
I will point out that those of you with an astute perception, which is anybody above 10, because it's not very hard to see this, as it nears past the small creatures, past the tiny creatures into the small creatures, obviously these are creatures, so various humanoids have to be represented. So, to represent the small folk of the gnomes, you see small as can be Tom Eric walking in the fucking parade, and he's just waving at everybody.
Yeah. Tom Eric definitely thinks the parade is for him.
Yeah, 100%. He's also rolling along an easy bake oven, and you see a pie cooking in the oven.
No!
yeah.
Oh, that's a problem.
I feel like we should address that before it inevitably comes to pass.
Oh, it's gotta come to pass.
Someone stop him! He's gonna blow up the Macy's parade!
Oh, God!
Yeah, he takes it out and just in one bite scarfs the whole thing down.
Alright, that's fine. And then he just, like, balloons up like a fucking cartoon explosion.
Yeah.
And then he quickly, like, folds up his easy bake oven.
What the fuck?
So look, man, why don't question it.
This is crazy. I'm opening up a second Capri Sun.
Oh, that is,
Mike's going hard tonight.
okay.
I can wake up in the morning feeling so fucking hydrated. Hydration, bitch. Is that the only thing of note that we notice?
Yeah, he's the only notable figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're like, we need volunteers to be in the parade, and he's like, okay.
No, he didn't volunteer, obviously. He just showed up, and they're like, okay.
He just happened to be walking down the same street as the parade and thought, I'll just
Hands on it
join
was
in.
Fram.
Like, oh, this is so nice. I like this town a lot better than the last one.
A parade for me? Okay. Didn't question it. No critical thinking skills.
Yeah,
Oh
makes
god.
sense.
Master at explosives technology, no critical thinking skill.
Oh my god. Because it's just all on instinct. That's everything he does. He doesn't think about it.
Exactly.
It's all fine. It's all fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what next?
I'd say the parade lasts for 2 hours.
Good fucking god. Okay.
I mean, a lot of
that's
things.
about right. Like,
Yeah.
the parade goes on way longer than it probably should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
I feel
parade
like,
I've ever been to.
yeah, definitely about halfway through his which was like, there's more. He continues to say for the whole thing, because I imagine, like, he probably has at least one, if not both, of Greta and Henry, like, on his shoulders, because obviously he's the tallest fucking thing around. Yeah. I was like,
You've got one, Serenix has the other.
yeah.
Yep. It looks like there's still... What the fuck?
Anyways, as the parade comes to a close.
Alright, I think that was the world ender, so I think that's all the creatures in the world.
You'd think something called the World Ender would have an interest in not ending the world it lives in.
Well, I mean, it's...
Maybe.
Apparently it sleeps underneath the mountain. I don't know. There's like some weird folktale about its snoring sounds like music, and if you hear the music, it will make your ears fly off your head and fly around.
What?
Is that a custom from
my
Where-
homeland? Yeah, it's specific to the other continent.
I see. And there are many monster legends like that.
There's a few. That one's probably the big one. Is that apparently when it wakes up, it'll just fucking destroy everything. So
I would assume, considering the name, but fair.
yeah, I've never run into anyone who's had their ears fly off of their head though. So I don't know where the origin of the story is from.
Fair enough.
Well, this was, yeah.
All right. I look at the kids. Are the kids at that level yet where the sugar high is coming down?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, perfect. Let's head back to the hotel.
Briar was on the bench the entire parade. She like took it over. She's been laying on it, just like
I think like we get back and she's just like just in that state right before you just fully drop to sleep. And she's like, fuck.
She looks down. The wrapper that her muffin was in weirdly has like 7 silver worth of assorted coins.
just like, huh.
Just a small note that says, "I'll pray for you."
Oh god.
Grabs her muffin wrapper, like, praise to follow.
That's right. Yeah, just a fucking t-shirt over the armor.
Oh, Christ.
All right, back to the hotel.
Okay, you guys make your way back to the hotel, avoiding the rush of people since you left early. Yeah. Easy enough.
Neat. Is that poker game still happening on the 3rd floor?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Is the racquetball game still happening?
No, the handball game in the Smoker's Lounge is no longer going.
Josh, I forget my art piece that I commissioned, the little statue.
Mm-hmm.
Is that done tomorrow? I couldn't remember how many days he said it was going to take.
No, it was 2 days, so it'd be done today.
Oh, perfect.
yeah. I think it was like a 2 to 3 day thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
Yeah.
You guys,
Moves with sound is pretty quick, so.
of course.
Hi, buddy.
I'm gonna take the kids up to the rooms. You guys go on to meet me in the lounge in like 45 minutes. We can figure out what we're gonna do the next couple days.
No, what's the name?
Sure.
All right. And yeah, K2 and Lydia will just take the kids up to the penthouse, and let them crash. And then K2 meets the rest of the party at the lounge.
Alright. You do so. Guess you would also find Darkalion up there.
No.
No? Okay.
Did Darkalion leave during
I'll
the parade or
explain
something?
where he is to Josh.
Okay. All right. So you can't take this shit that we don't notice when you leave, when you purposely leave and only tell Josh.
Oh, okay. I see. Alright, yeah, you'd go up, drop them off, go back down to the lobby. Everybody would be there, minus Darkalion.
Wait, where the fuck is Darkalion? I say to
I am unsure.
What? God damn it, did we lose Darkalion? Again?
Seems to be a
Again?
common theme.
This is where I'm a little confused because last I heard is like we were doing thing. I'm like, oh okay, I'm gonna wait for this muffin, and I was waiting by the ride for him.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, after Greta and Darkalion got off the ride, Darkalion disappeared.
K2, can you send him like a message or something and just check in and see if he's fine?
Yeah, okay.
Both of us just like, ugh, still feeling like trash, but we gotta find Darkalion.
I will send Darkalion a message, and I will say, "Hey, Darkalion, we're back at the hotel. About to have a group meeting about what our plan is the next couple days. Are you nearby? How long will it take you to get here?
And you'll get a response back. I'll be done in a couple minutes.
Oh. I guess he's like up in his room or something. No, he said he'd be down in a couple minutes.
Okay, good. Lean against the wall again.
Okay, so you said again, which implies that you've lost him before?
They've lost him while we've been with them.
Well, yes, but I feel like beyond that.
Briar just like waves her hand and she's like, I consume weird substances. Darkalion kind of just vanishes sometimes. K2 is, well, he's him. You know, we all have our thing. It's fine.
He's him.
He is indeed.
I don't know how I feel about that generalization. I feel like
It's hard to
is there not one thing you couldn't like pin me down with, or was it just?
That's what I was right about to say. I was gonna say you're
Okay.
hard to pin down. So when I have to describe you, there's just so much of you.
I think the word rake may be sufficient.
Rake?
Yes. It's a strange.
Like
maybe
for
a little bit.
leaves?
No, it's
you're
a
like
separate word.
Like
You're
a man
a
whore.
multifaceted individual.
You have a lot going on. Anyways, it wasn't an insult. It was a compliment. There's no one like you. So it's hard to pin you down with one thing.
Okay. But if you had to pin me down with one thing, what
Oh
would
my
it?
god, why are you doing this to me right now? You feel better. I don't.
Listen, we got a
Fire,
couple
make another
minutes to kill
con save
anyway.
for me.
Oh jeez, I'm gonna start. Can I choose to fail so I can just bleed out of my orifices to get out of this conversation?
Oh my god.
You may choose to fail if you want to.
I don't like how you said that.
consequences.
Yeah, like she's been holding in the blood this whole time. Like
Just wanna see
Where she's like
Release.
finally giving up her.
Oh well, no. Apparently, I'm just a god at holding it in.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you succeed
I
this
mean-
time, so you don't feel like you're gonna start bleeding from your orifices, but you definitely, for a split second there, did not feel good.
I look. I mean, yeah, Briar.
I know.
Briar just held in, her feelings of loneliness for so many years that she's good at holding anything in now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. I get it. Okay, cool.
Guess it's about now Darkalion would show up.
Oh, Darkalion, hey, you're back.
Hey.
Are you good? That's awesome. I'm so glad you're here.
Briar like fully leaning against the wall, like it's the only thing keeping her from collapsing.
Yeah, just
He's
like,
like,
you
oh
are.
fuck.
Just like guys, I don't feel so good.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad
Like,
the attention is
normally
off me. Collapses.
And it doesn't normally last this long. What was that guy on? Oh my. What do they do? I mean, part of me wants to go again because I imagine it was great, but I don't know if this is worth it. I mean, it was
Well,
probably worth it. Did I have a good time last night? I never asked.
Yeah, probably.
You definitely did.
Oh man. So this is worth it? The way I'm feeling right now was worth how good I was feeling before?
I think that's a decision for you to make.
I don't remember, Thale, or else I wouldn't be asking.
And I
It would only
We
feel,
don't know how you felt.
It would only feel good if you could remember how it felt.
Yeah, but I mean, you were there, right? You should come on, you have to be able to tell if I was like good or not good.
You were 3 sheets to the wind.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like I could be 3 sheets to wind and feeling like shit. Or I could be 3 sheets to wind and feeling great.
I don't know if this gives you any perspective, but you were encouraging me to engage in violence against a child.
That was before she got
That
high.
was before. I remember that. So that was before I died. Yeah.
Let me ask you
wow.
this, Briar. Do you remember what the color blue tastes like?
No.
That's how high you were.
That's a question.
We had a conversation about that last night.
Damn, I was feeling good. All right, I guess this is worth it then. And she like closes her eyes and like presses her face to the wall.
Sally's expression, he definitely does not agree with that, but does not say anything to the con to go along with it. Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
Sarah at one point just like stands next to her, encourages her to like lean on her because Sarah runs cold, so it's just like cold body, cold
she just
face.
leans in and just like wraps her arms around you, like, oh my god, you're just like the opposite of a furnace. It's so nice.
Pat.
You are the anti-furnace.
After a while, she like turns you and she's like, hang on, I gotta go to the cold side.
Salvik's just kind of like looking between K2 and Darkalion with like the expression of, does this happen often? Not saying that, but just like, just like, yeah, just like between the two of you, then back to Briar and just that. Just a couple of times. Whether you choose to respond or not is up to you.
K2 just shrugs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you see Darkalion just shrug.
Like at the same time, just
yeah. Just...
So
is he right?
anyways.
What? Do we have any? I guess anything left to attend to here?
I'm owed a knife.
What?
You're what?
I am owed a knife.
Oh, you're owed a knife. I heard I mowed like I was very confused. Don't mind me.
Sarah just like slothfully like pats her her. It's just
It's just, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Just Briar just full face mash into Cernix's shoulder. Just
Aww. Just like, yeah, no, you're right. You get your knife, Queen. I believe in you.
You mow your knife and whatever other thing you choose.
When you say you owe a knife, like you got into a disagreement with someone where they now owe you a knife, or you commissioned a knife?
Theo is supposed to be making me a knife. And mine has not happened. Give.
I haven't had a chance to go to the forge yet today. We went
that was supposed to happen today, but other than that, no.
Okay, how long will that take?
A couple of hours.
Okay. So, couple hours forging for Thale and Cernix. Anybody else have any active things that they're waiting on in the city that they might have commissioned?
No.
Nope.
No, I got my cloak. I'm good.
Alright, cool.
Is the intention then that we should be leaving soon?
Kinda. We can head out for Sarnath whenever we want. The ship is ready to go. However, and I look over at Briar. Wasn't there something you wanted to do while we were here before we leave?
Briar's face is like scrunched up, trying to think. She's like,
Over in Kitty Viti.
oh no.
Kitty Viti.
I mean, I
What would
barely
be going all the
recognize
way there
myself.
for?
He can't recognize me, right?
So why is Kitty Viti bad?
Not
It's not.
bad. It's just distant.
Well, we can get there quick, as I point at K2. That's not really the issue.
Are we sure we should be heading there if you're in this state?
I mean,
They didn't say we have to do it today.
Right, I'm just...
yeah, well, I can sleep this off. I hope. And then we can go tomorrow if, whoever wants to come is welcome to come along. I've got this rock that's worth like a ton of money.
I was like, hey, can I make a medicine check? And I looked at my medicine score and I'm like, I miss
You
Edward.
can certainly try.
No, it's just I miss Edward's like plus 17 where I could just be like, Josh, just tell me. I don't think Salvix has enough medical
Come on,
wherewithal.
give it a try.
No,
I could while you're like pushed into my body.
Yeah, I think that would make more. Yeah, I think Salvix is more just like, okay. This is.
Do I have a fever?
I think you have a fever, honey. I'll say that now. All right, let's hell yeah.
Oh
God.
God?
Oh
God?
He died.
God?
Are you checking for anything specifically or just a fever?
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with her. The fever is more of just a joke. Because she's like pushed into my body.
Yeah. You kind of do a quick cursory once over and determine there's nothing physically wrong per se with Briar.
Oh God, she took soul corrupting drugs. Her soul is trying to split away from itself.
At least from what you can tell externally, she seems fine. Her skin is a little colder because,
I thought you were going to say even more pale.
She's gray. She's so pale, she's just gray now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. If you're trying to suppress internal hemorrhaging, I imagine that you're fucking palliative. Pallid, rather.
But nothing that you can immediately tell. Your first instinct, given that information, is probably just, drugs are bad, kids, okay?
Yes, one of the first lessons taught by Pawn. Ain't fucking drugs. Fuck you up.
He says as actively selling drugs.
No. Look, Pawn's a little bit of a libertarian, okay?
That's fine.
It's fine. Anyways.
There.
So when we
What the
leave,
fuck are we doing?
when we leave for Sarnath, are we planning on taking Tahun and the rest of his cohort with us, or?
Yes. We'll be taking the ship.
Right.
Because I can't transport everybody there by magic.
Right.
So we'll be taking the ship northeast, north of the continent, where we'll be meeting up with another ship, and then we'll have some tradesies, and then we'll head over to the Sarnath.
I'm assuming this is some business on your end that we have no part in.
Yeah. The Sarnathi warship doesn't really belong to me. You get it.
I'm sorry, what?
Because your Sardathi worship didn't really belong to you.
It was just.
Correct, but
Oh.
well, no, it wasn't a warship proper, but it had seen some conflict. But it was still in possession of a Sarnathi individual. What?
What the What? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Nope. Okay.
All right. I mean, in either case, I'm not exactly here to reclaim the Empire's property, as it were. So,
Stolen worship. Anyways.
I mean, not stolen, salvaged. It's different.
fair enough. Right.
Technicalities.
Anyways, so okay. Oh yeah, I suppose I don't particularly have anything of vital import here. The only thing I can think of that I might need assistance with, I know of people in Sonnet that can do the same. And it's not of not of dire importance, so it's fine. It can wait.
Alright. Well, I've got a couple errands I gotta take care of. Fail has his thing he has to do, and when Briar is feeling better, we'll head over to Kitty Vidi, and then once we're done with all of that, then we'll head out.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Right.
All right. So you're doing what first now?
Fail, you want to do your thing first?
Sure, yeah, I can do that. I mean, should be pretty easy.
Cool. Because I need chip.
What?
He needs chips.
You need what?
I need chips. I'm hungry.
Oh.
I thought you were saying you needed something from me, and I was like, wait, what? You need me? I'll make you something too, but you didn't ask yet.
Yeah. So, Vale does his stuff. I'm ice pack for Briar for a little bit.
Yeah, just like find a place in like the lobby of like the hotel to just like have a nap.
I mean, fair. Okay, yeah, we can start with fail. So you head back over to the wonderful blacksmith. I'm not
see
gonna
what all
go
the
through the
food is
whole.
about today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole charade.
Please don't.
Yeah, I figured we'd obfuscate that.
I just
You,
want to say, now that I'm back, there is quite literally a spa that Briar could go to if she wanted.
Yep.
Oh my god, true. That's where I go.
You head to the spa. All right, nice.
I went to the spa. He heads to the forge. He do the thing.
Yeah, head to the forge. You do the thing. I'm not gonna make you roll. It's pretty easy to make a dagger. I think that's what it was, right? You're making a dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, those
Daggers
are
are
GS
very,
for.
very
Why
basic.
they anything more complicated than that? So
Simple enough. You make le dagger.
feet. All right, you have an ironwood dagger.
Fuck! Yeah. And a book of poetry I can't read.
Yep. It's written in Dwarvish.
God, I really gotta stop fucking leaving random notes on my stuff.
What do you mean?
All I have is 19 on my notes now.
Oh, 19. Nice. Very
Informative.
descriptive. Yeah. 19 what? Yes.
19, yes.
Yeah. I really gotta stop doing that shit. Iron, wood, dagger, book of fish poetry. Okay. I love how I can tell it's poetry even though I can't read shit.
Yeah, because of how it's formatted.
Well, slam poetry.
Slam you into the wall poetry.
Ah! Dwarven romance poetry.
Exactly.
The
Now
raunchy
you're
shit.
getting it.
The only poetry you can read that will give you a concussion afterwards.
Especially if a dwarf were to catch you read it. Thankfully, there aren't any more of those anymore.
There's one.
It's one. It's not really in a position just to admonish you, though.
Yep.
Dwarvish poetry. I can imagine it now. Let me compare you to a summer's day. A summer's day that's a bitch!
Too fucking hot, go underground. Fuck your admin scheme.
What was that?
What?
Oh, I thought you said something.
Yeah, I did, but it was just an extension of what you were saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just talking shit?
Yes.
Alright.
Of course.
Awesome. Always, constantly.
Alright, dagger is made.
Indeedly doodly.
Stupid.
Alright, so Darkalion and Briar, you head to the spa. For your midday spa venture. Spad venture? Yeah,
Yeah.
spad venture. You find two people there that you don't immediately recognize. It takes a second. But it does come back to you as they are identical. And twins. And also tightrope walkers.
Oh, God. The third time? That's concerning.
Yeah, they're
was gonna
staying
say-
at the hotel because they are foreigners.
Listen, what I was expecting... I was expecting... Fuck, were they elves or were they half-elves?
They're elves.
No. Different people.
Oh, yeah, those were also elves.
Yeah, I was expecting two of them, and I was like, oh no.
Twins, not triplets.
Yeah,
they're not even
well,
triplets,
they're not
they're sisters.
triplets. Yeah. Anyways.
Yes, they seem to be talking to one of the refugees from you guys had rescued. They're just chatting them up.
Is there a sauna type place in this spa?
Absolutely.
And that's where Darkalion's headed.
I will join him to try and sweat out whatever the fuck is in me. Also, great place for a nap.
True.
A sauna?
Yeah, you get all warm and toasty and just
could not be me, babe, but
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with Chris here. No. I sleep in as cold of conditions as possible.
Yes, no, me do. I'm choosing to believe that Briar likes to sleep in warm.
No, that is fair, considering her body temperature is not.
it is not.
Also didn't exactly grow up in a nice, warm, snuggly environment, so,
No, growing up under the influence of a cold. No, that definitely creates well-adjusted people.
I would say it's incredibly dangerous to sleep in a sauna, but then you're also like half demon, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, but yes.
No, Shishuvas are demons.
Are they demons? I forget.
Nope.
I don't know.
They are demons, yes.
I was like, they're demon or demon adjacent. It's one of the two.
Because they're in the same fucking family as like
Yanogu.
Yanogu, the fucking Knoll demon prince.
Yeah.
Oh god. God no.
They're gifts from him.
He of the big teefies and the much hungy. You honor him with every bite. Anyways.
Anyways, you guys head into the sauna.
The spawna.
Spawna from hell.
The Spora and Spawna.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys stay in there for X amount of time.
I would like to ask Tricalion, what were you doing upstairs when you were gone?
I just needed to get away. No offense, but being around those kids, knowing what, the whole hag situation just kind of irks me, and it felt like Henry was teasing me a little bit with that mask thing, and then Greta wanting to go on that ride with me. I understand that she just wanted to go on the ride, but it kind of felt like they're just poking fun at me, and it just bugged me. And I just needed to get away.
I don't obviously know a whole lot about children, but from my limited experience, kids rarely, you can normally tell if they're making fun of you. Kids normally don't get full face paint of something that they find funny, or that if they were making fun of you, they wouldn't put it on themselves.
And kids don't normally carve up an old hag either.
Yes, well, that's an exception. Okay. These kids are going to school now with other kids, so trust me, if they wanted to actually make fun of you and bully you, they have learned how by now.
I understand that, but like I said, it just kind of got in my head and bugged me, and I wanted to get away before I did something stupid.
We don't need to be worried, right?
No, it's like I said, that's why I left. It's just, my intrusive thoughts were starting to pour into my head, and I'm just like, I can't be here for this. I just need some time.
Okay, that's fine. Just if ever they're feeling a little too intrusive, you can always come to me. I won't judge you.
Oh no, you're kind of judging me this morning.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to say it. It was a joke.
I wipe sweat off my brow and flick it at him.
Darkalion sitting there drenched in sweat doesn't even get phased.
Exactly. It's just like literally doesn't matter. It's just more.
It's like, oh look, a few more drops of sweat. Oh no.
Yeah, literally like not even a drop in the bucket. God, I feel terrible. I really hope last night was worth this. Holy.
Yeah, you were high as hell.
Good. Because if I wasn't, I'd be pissed.
I mean, you definitely looked like you were having fun, but I mean, what's the point of it if you can't remember it at all?
I mean, maybe I'll remember one day.
I mean,
But just the knowledge that I got to have a good time is always, it's fine. Some part of me got to enjoy it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I think you would have actually enjoyed watching K2 bite into that glow stick that you were holding earlier.
Why did he bite into a glow stick?
According to him, that was more drugs.
The glow sticks are drugs?
According to him. Now, don't quote me on this. Don't go around biting off every glow stick you ever see. I'm just saying that he said something along those lines. So if you want to definitely talk to him about that. Yeah, definitely talk to him about that.
Before I bite into a glow stick.
That would be the smartest thing to do.
Also, I guess maybe I shouldn't bite into a glow stick with nobody around.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea. But I will say, you definitely looked like you were having fun, but I mean, it just, in my opinion, what's the point of the fun if you can't remember it? But like I said, that's just me.
I mean, there have been plenty of bad things in my life that I can't remember, so balance it out with some good things I can't remember.
Well, I guess that's fair, honestly.
If I still feel like this tomorrow, I give you permission to just simply put me out of existence.
I don't think I could do that, but...
Well, I mean, you can now.
And then you just see that, like, look on his face. Because he's not wearing his mask in here.
Yeah, that'd be really uncomfortable. No, Brian's not phased at all by Darkalion's face.
Yeah, Darkalion not only sweating because of the heat, because the mask is also just collecting all that condensation, making it worse. Yeah, that mask would probably start rotting away on the inside after a good couple hours. Yeah.
No, it's got that wax coating, it's fine. But that wax coating could melt.
Yes, that's true.
Hence not taking it into a sauna.
Darkalion, did I ever tell you about what happened in KDVD when we were there? What feels like forever ago now?
As a player, I can't remember if you did.
No, I haven't told anybody.
Nope. I think that was
Yeah, I think the only person who knows about that was Orsha.
Yep.
Because she basically held you at effectively gunpoint and was like, "No, tell me or I'm fucking off."
Yeah.
And you were like, "No, fine."
That was.
You're like, I'm too gay to talk my way out of this.
Feeling that I don't have to do with them.
Keep right.
Then he would answer, I don't think you did. I don't think you told anybody, honestly.
No, it was not my proudest moment. You guys went to go get breakfast. I went to go get breakfast. Or well, I guess it would be like a late dinner. It was anyways.
So you bit somebody, obviously.
I did not simply bite them. I took them for everything they had.
Oh,
every
shit.
drop. Yeah. Not my finest moment. But then small problem. I went back, and then the body was gone. And I didn't leave them somewhere, noticeable. It was an alley, and they were very much hidden. But there was just no body, no trace of them. And then there was also just no mention of anything anywhere. And so I guess I'm just there's a small amount of concern if I go back that somehow, in some way, someone knew, and I'll get there and be in a hell of a lot of trouble.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a possibility. You said nobody saw you, nobody, at least that you're aware
I
of. Nobody
don't
saw
know if
you, nobody
anybody
knew.
saw me. Yeah, that's the issue. I was a little distracted. Um, a, a, a bomb could have gone off. I wouldn't have noticed.
Okay, so I'm the only one that knows this now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell K2 as well. I just didn't really. The others haven't been around as long, and I don't know how
Well,
they'd
yeah,
feel.
that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, the three of us, we've been around each other enough. I mean, hey, oh wow, I realize I don't have a lot of shining moments along this journey.
I mean, not many of us do, honestly.
I mean, we've done some good things. I feel like that balances it out
Oh, we've
in a
definitely done
way.
some good things, but as for a shining moment, I can't think of one for me.
Mm. But yeah, no, yeah. I mean, maybe I feel like if I just tell you two, it's fine. That covers the bases, and then if they need to know, then they need to know. But for now, they don't need to know, right? Because if everything's fine, then
Well,
we're all just stressed for nothing.
yeah, but I mean, think about it this way: if you're going into a place where you believe that one of your friends that's with you might bring a certain amount of trouble to the group, would you want to know about something like that? Or, would it be just like, it's fine, no worries, nobody has to know? Or would it be smart to tell everybody so in case something happens, they understand what's happening? And
So
in
this way, I
case it
give them
turns into
plausible
something?
deniability.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I'd rather go in knowing than, trying to sit there, figure it out in the middle of, all hell breaking loose. But I mean, it is honestly your choice to tell them. Me personally, I would at least give a vague idea to everybody what's going on, but it's entirely up to you.
Hmm. All right, I'll keep this in mind. See how
Like I said,
K2 feels about
just a
it.
thought. Yeah, definitely should tell K2.
Oh, I'm definitely telling him, and we'll see how he feels about me maybe telling everyone else.
Yeah, he might have a different opinion on that as well, honestly.
Well, we can discuss it amongst ourselves.
Yeah, that's fine. But for now, let's try and sweat this sickness out of you.
Oh my god, I want to die, Darkalion. I literally feel like my stomach is in revolt against every other one of my organs. Actually, all of my organs are in revolt against me.
I mean, if I could help, I would, but
I think my kidneys are trying to swap positions.
no, I was able to fix that back when we were traveling before, but yeah, I tried last night on how you were feeling, and it just didn't work. So there's nothing I can do to help, honestly.
Salvix also tried. I think I'm just too. I am too many drugs. Is I think the problem.
Yeah, you are definitely too many drugs.
I am too many drugs.
I think we just honestly need to just sweat this out as best we can. And I'll sit right here with you, and just in case, just to make sure you're okay.
And we continue to sweat.
Yes, we do. That means we're done, Josh.
Oh, okay.
We continue to sweat in silence because we're done talking.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Yeah.
There you go.
I should have said and scene.
And scene.
You guys hang out in the sauna for what, like an hour, probably. That sounds right.
Until I feel maybe
at least an hour.
5% better. Like.
Okay, you hang out in there for 8 hours.
Oh Jesus! Okay, never mind. I take it back. We stay in there for an hour.
All right, hang out in there for an hour. And you exit, and you're, get ready to move on to the next part of whatever it is you have planned for your spa day. And you see Salvix walk in, just looking around.
Salvix? I like wave.
Oh.
You don't take me for the spa kind of dragonborn, but welcome to the party.
As he is still in full armor.
Yeah, like looking him up and down. Meanwhile, Darkelion and I in towels.
Yeah.
You
No, I was
need something?
looking for you specifically.
I point at me and I point at Darkelion. Me specifically, or me specifically? Pointing between us.
You, bro.
Oh.
Do you need to walk away, or?
No, just I tried to smell a curative power, but maybe it requires something stronger. We're not in any immediate danger or anything of the sort, so I can try it. And if that doesn't work, then I'm not entirely sure where to go from here.
I mean, there's a possibility it's just taking my body some time to work it through. So, I mean, if you want to try it today, we can, or maybe we try it tomorrow and see what happens after another night of sleep. But it's up to you.
I'd say give it a try. Best case scenario, you're cured.
True.
We don't know the effects that it might take if it is forced to make its full course.
What I said earlier about me having consumed a lot of odd things along the time, you can ask Darkelion. I almost turned into a fish once.
Yeah, she drank some weird shit.
Imagine Salvix's face is just like, I'm sorry, a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And Steeple together like, I see what you're saying, and you're an idiot. But yeah, sure. I mean, you can give it. Do we want to do it here? I like looked down at my towel. I'm like, am I in acceptable fixing attire?
Yes.
All right.
He's very clearly confused about what that even means.
Listen, all right. The person that we used to have work on us when we got sick was like, it was very like hands-on, like he, actually had to like do the things a lot of the time, or, just like electrocuted us, one of the two. So it's just, I'm just kind of getting used to what you do.
Yeah. So Salvix nods until the electric part, and then just like, what?
Yep, definitely doing that.
Right. Anyways, I'll reach out and just kind of like palm to the forehead and greater restoration.
Just sort of like look up at his hand as he like puts his palm to my head, like, the
spell use some 45 hit points. change the hit points. That's fine. I'm still at 200.
I do that too. Hey.
Yeah. Look, it's fine. We both hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
We both hurt ourselves to help other people.
Well, I hurt myself to hurt other people. But
well, I mean, if you kill the things that are trying to hurt your friends, they can't hurt your friends anymore.
We get there at the end, yeah.
And, back when Edward was a thing, if he'd been more liberal with his necromancy powers, the things that harm you can now harm your enemies. No, Edward had to have ethics.
Ugh.
I know. It felt really weird. It was like, God, I could do so much cool shit, but...
I myself have a conscience.
Yeah, just the whole thing. It was like, there's so much cool stuff I could do. Well, yeah, I should probably press the button that would do the thing.
Probably.
That.
Hey, God.
Ow.
So fucking ill.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Damn, I am drugged. Man, what would have happened to that poor regular dude had I not taken all the drugs out of his, or a bunch of the drugs out of his system?
No. It turns out it only affects. It only affects if you consume someone else's blood while it's in their system.
Specifically, it's actually anti-demon drugs that everyone takes, just in case,
Look, man, you never know. Someone might incant the infernal lyrics wrong, and all of a sudden...
This is where we learned that when a vampire bites somebody that's on drugs, the effect on the vampire is hit back tenfold.
Yeah, it's just like real bad.
Yeah. He was like on a low high, and the Briar was full.
You like take your hand away, and Briar just sort of like takes a deep breath, sort of trying to like get a feeling on how she's feeling, and then just does another. She breathes in too deeply.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, just put it back down. She's sort of like leaning over like runners do, hands on her knees, trying to like hold her towel up, just like, ooh. All right, I think we can safely say that magic. I'm not cheating my way out of this hangover. Thank you for.
Doesn't seem like it.
Thank you for your effort. Oh God.
A couple hours of high for how many hours of a massive hangover? No, you really need to think about it if it's worth it after this.
I know. As the day continues on,
She's still balancing. She's on that teeter-totter.
I'm still considering whether it's worth it. I'm still currently in team worth it, but man, if I wake up tomorrow and I still feel like this, I think that will do me over. I think that'll put me over the edge that this was not worth it.
This doesn't... There's something here that I'm not aware of.
Have you ever done drugs before?
I've had to do plenty of curatives on some of our more rebellious members, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
Never encountered anything like this.
To be fair, did you know kind of what they had taken, those people?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, I was going to say, because I have no idea what that guy had taken.
Maybe we can talk with K2 and get kind of an idea of what some of that stuff might be.
Maybe.
The best idea.
He took the same... Well, if he took anything similar to what I did, he's fine with not needing the big hit. So I think I'm just rocking a concoction of...
maybe the combination, yeah, I suppose.
Something really fun.
Yeah, he was definitely on like a calm high. You were on a smacked by a cart kind of high.
Oh.
Yours was like way more hardcore than his was.
I was gonna say, cause like I've been high, but I've like you've seen me high and drunk, and I don't think it's ever been this bad. Well, at least I know the after's never been this bad, so I'm going to assume that the high was something else, which is the only reason why it's still kind of worth it. Because for it to feel this shitty, it must have felt so good.
And if only there was a way we could like show you what you were like last night. That would have been amazing. Too bad we don't have any like memory capture stuff or magic or anything like that.
Good. K2 had the.
I was gonna say K2 has a thing. We used it for the murders down at the dock.
I don't know if
Yeah.
he would consider that to be worthwhile, but perhaps.
That was what I was hinting at. So you could.
I mean, I'd
see
get
what
to
you were
relive
like.
my high. It'd be
You
great.
could see a minute of it at least, if he's willing, of course. But I mean, yeah.
Ugh. Well, I'm gonna get that lady over there to put a bunch of hot stones on my back. So, yeah, I'm gonna go over there.
I'm gonna do some of the same stuff, so I'm gonna stick around with her.
Callie and I just do like a spa package. We just
Yeah.
Absolutely.
we're just like, fuck it. We're making the most out of this. We did this last time. We're fucking getting everything we can.
Yeah, so it's just kind of, just obviously lets them walk off, has no reason to stop them. It's kind of like looks over like the spa and everything in there. Again, there's kind of like just a wistful glance that isn't noticed. And he heads off.
Darkalion needs to de-stress. Briar needs to detox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've got like a weird like kale body wrap on to like try and pull toxins out of my skin. Like,
yeah, but like usually it's like, oh, just like on your arm. Like Briar's like full like sushi at this point.
yeah, I got it on my arms, on my chest, on my legs, it's at my face. everywhere.
There's like just like a small strip for her eyes and like her nose so she can breathe, and that's it.
Oh, and then I've got nice cucumber slices.
Yeah.
One of them has a small nibble taken out of it.
Well, you don't want to do that like full body cryo chamber thing that they have.
That's what I have Serenix for.
Cold.
I'm
Yeah.
glad to be of use.
I should have told Salvix I was going to be stealing his sister tonight.
I like the wording on that one. That was fun.
Yeah.
Giggity?
No, not like that. She's just going to be used as a full body pillow.
Salvix also would not take it like that.
Giggity?
Look, Salvix knows his sister.
It's still funny.
Yeah, Salvix knows full well that if anything that was to be tried, Serenix would beat the shit out of anyone who did. Serenix don't like touchy.
That's what it's called. Whole body cryotherapy.
I just followed that. I thought you were gonna go touchy. That's what it's called. Touchy.
So did I, honestly. Like,
Name of the episode, touchy? Yeah,
no, the name of the episode is "What Did We Learn?"
nothing.
The answer is nothing. But
It's obviously gotta be muffins.
Bananas.
Alright. So you guys continue with your spa day. Salvix leaves. We covered Serenix going and shopping for a couple diamonds off screen. Did I
Just
miss
miss-
anything?
K2.
Oh yeah, K2, we gotta do that.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
What's on your docket?
Pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go pick up my statue thing that I commissioned.
Yeah. That was you did that with moves with sound, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would actually walk over there with Serenix.
Oh, perfect.
She went to him for a couple diamonds.
Gotcha. I must have missed that part.
It was off screen. It was said to me, yeah. She didn't want to interrupt, so.
Fair. Well, then she gets to be the first one to see this super cool dragon statue that I should.
Oh yeah, is it just for looks or?
For now it's for look. I might do something with it later.
I'm so intrigued what that means.
Yeah. So you put down half the payment for what it had to be at a minimum cost of 500. So you already paid 250.
Yeah.
Given your description of what it needed to look like, and given Moves with Sound's expertise in going above and beyond, the final statue is worth 800 gold.
Ooh.
Well, okay then. I think I took some money out of the bank. Alright, I will give him the rest of what I owe him.
Alright, yeah, you give him the remaining 550 gold.
Yep.
He hands you the statue. First thing that you notice is it's kind of warm to the touch. A little strange. It's not like hot. It's not like it's gonna burn in your hand, but you feel like a warmth.
Interesting. Yeah, leave this underneath the heat lamps or something?
It's a property of some of the various minerals used, that they just, being in such close proximity, tend to heat each other up.
Okay.
Like how he said minerals.
Yeah, you worded that really strangely. Anyway. Well, thank you for your time and for the diamonds for my friend.
Of course. Thank you for your business.
Cool.
Thank you.
Bon voyage.
Alright. Yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to do. I thought about doing like some secret spy shit or something, but then I was like, wait, I can just send messages. Why would I go out of my way to like meet someone in like a cafe or something when I can just be like psychically, hey, this thing is happening.
Right. Makes it so much easier to communicate secretive.
No wonder
information.
Professor X never left the mansion.
There was no need.
Alright, cool. Yeah, that was the only thing I wanted to do in the daytime.
Alright. Is there anything else anybody wanted to do in the daytime?
I realize I still haven't gone out and gotten myself a goddamn focus, which I'll have
my
to
God.
do that at some point. Fuck. Whoops.
You're doing great over there, sweetie.
But that's the last thing on Briar's mind right now. Spa.
Alright. Then we will transition to nighttime.
Wow.
At night.
At night.
Do I feel any better after the spa? Or am I still a trash can?
You're still a trash can.
Nice. All right. I drag my ass up. There's like,
I'd help her, of course.
All right. What's the plan for the evening? / night.
At
At
night.
night.
At night.
Great minds think alike. It's just they don't always think at the same pace.
Anyways.
Well, K2 is gonna knock on Briar's door.
You just hear like a groan from the other side, like, yes, come in. I cannot be bothered to get over there and open the door. Do it yourself.
Just, yeah, it's probably come in.
Yeah. I was like, and if you're here with bad juju, go away. I have enough.
Just the sign on the door, no bad vibes.
Yeah.
Bad vibes ban.
Wow, you are still messed up, huh?
Briar's just sprawled on a couch, one leg's like hanging off, and she's like, I feel like I feel like terrible.
She's like half covered by a blanket because half of her is freezing cold and the other half is boiling hot.
She just like gives you the finger, like, fuck you for being okay. That is not cool, man. Not cool.
We're supposed to do everything together. We get fucked up together. We get hungover together.
She just peeks an eye open at you, and she's like, do you need something? I'm going to assume you're here for something.
Is it just you, or is Darkalion here too? Because I know he helped you get here.
I'm not going to lie. He could have been here and left, and I never... Darkalion, are you still here? Or did you go somewhere else?
I'm still here.
Oh my god, he's there.
All right.
Yep, back there.
See, he's
Yep.
over at sitting at a chair near the table.
I think he's here to make sure I don't choke on my own vomit. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, basically.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fair.
Oh,
I
did
mean,
you
we
get
don't know
your
the
cool
effect of this, so we're just
Did you
making
get your
sure she
cool
lives.
statue?
Oh yeah, I did. Do you want to see it?
I mean, I can't really appreciate it fully in the state I'm in right now, but I'm sure it looks great.
All right, I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, I came here because I wanted to apologize.
You're really gonna have to spell this one out for me because I can barely think past 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I guess this much when you just kind of stare at me blankly.
Yeah,
So-
just like I like the other eye open to look at you, but like smooth brain, thoughts literally falling off of it. It's so smooth right now.
Brian has like one eye that's like half open and the other one is open like way too wide.
Yeah, this is
And like
somehow
completely
sent me-
unfocused.
Yeah, somehow I have like a -7 to intelligence at this moment. I'm so like, you know when you're just so physically ill that your brain
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
work?
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah. Briar has gone from no doubt the smartest of us to I am rock.
Yeah.
I am rock. Please tell me everything in as small words possible. Please think.
So, you might remember once I specify a couple days ago when we went and got your crystal heart thing appraised.
Oh, yeah, she
yeah.
kind of sits up and like pats the couch for you to sit down.
Yeah. I was kind of difficult. I wanted to say I'm sorry. I got a little judgmental about what that amount of money might do to you. and I noticed how kind of hurt you looked when I said that. I didn't mean it as an attack on you. I've just been around a lot of rich people in my life, and money has a way of corrupting. And I didn't want to see that happen to you.
Thinking on it now, I wanted to have a conversation with you too about this, but my body had other plans today.
Yeah.
So I guess in one way, thanks for reminding me, because there's not much going on up here right now in terms of other than don't die. Um, Thanks for the apology. It is accepted. I understand. Well, I guess it's hard for me to understand where you're coming from. I've never had stuff before. Like you brought up the magic thing, like with Edward, and how we were able to do it. So then I asked for it. And I guess it was just a lot of my growing up was having nothing and everything just being really hard for no reason other than to appease some god who I don't even never even really knew existed. It was just like you had to suffer for him, which was stupid. And so I guess whenever I was able to find ways of making things easier, I just kind of jumped at that opportunity. It's not that I was like, wow, Edward, be my personal, you know, teleportation machine, but it was just like, why do we make things difficult when they don't have to be? But I get where you're coming from. Same thing with the money, and I never really I wanted to do stuff with it. I was gonna give part of it to people from any of the displaced people I could find from the church, and then I was gonna give some of it as well to um to Edward to help out with the hospital thing that he wanted to do in Raverin for the people there. Is that a bad
Those
idea?
are
Did I sound?
no.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
very noble ideas for your what to use your wealth for. Honestly, I'm a little impressed.
Just kind of shrugs. She's like, I mean, I like money. It's fun having money and being able to do things with money. But like I've gone a long time without money, and I'm pretty sure I could survive just fine without it. It's nice to have, but I mean, I could sell this thing and have it all taken away from me, and yeah, it would suck. But I mean, I'm gonna be around for a long time. I mean, if this doesn't kill me the way I feel right now, which there's a distinct possibility I won't be around for a long time. But if I survive this, I should probably be around for a long time. So I guess money's never really been something I thought about too much.
Yeah. Um Maybe that's something that I could help with. I thought about
Sorry, do you mean the way I'm feeling right now or the money thing? Like I said, you got to really.
how you're feeling right now.
Oh, okay. Salvix already did his like big, where he put his hand to my forehead and, you know, did his hurt himself to heal me sort of thing. He's done before, and that didn't work either. So
Right. He used his big healing spell that usually fixes everything.
yeah, that one.
Yeah. So, I've been as part of the apology, I was trying to think of ways to let you know that I trust you to make your own decision. And
I wouldn't
if
go
it,
that far. Clearly, I'm not fully the best at making all of my own decisions.
well, whether or not you trust yourself is irrelevant. I trust you, and so if it helps, maybe my innate magic could help with how you're feeling. And with that, K2 just kind of cranes his head away to show his bare neck.
You see Briar like pull back, like legitimately shocked, and she kind of like looks over at Darkalion, like without saying anything, but a face of like, "Am I hallucinating? Like, is he real? Am I losing my mind, Darkalion? Is it finally happening? Am I finally taking the next step of this disease?"
Is Kichu actually here? Am I hallucinating this whole thing?
Yeah, wait, have I been talking to myself this whole time? Did he not apologize? Is he actually just an asshole?
Brian like awkwardly like slapping his arm, but even then not trusting that. It's like he feels real, but I'm not sure.
Somehow conveying all of these thoughts through a look at Darkalion, just like
just the big eyes. What do?
Darkalion just looks back at you and shrugs. Like, well, if you want, I
just
guess.
like she's just like, well, Darkalion's not looking at me like I'm crazy, so I think we're okay. Just looks back at K2. Are you sure about this? This doesn't have to be part of your apology. Your apology with your words is fine.
I'm sure that I want to do it. I'm unsure what will happen. As I've stated before, my blood is not like normal people blood. It is full of magic, and I have no idea what it's going to do to you. I'm hoping it helps. Seeing how every other magical option of healing doesn't seem to be helping. And also, I kind of feel guilty that I got sober and you.
You should, but it's not like you need to make up for it.
I know, but I want to.
Briar, before you start, I will just at least mention one thing. You know when to stop, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not like starving or anything. I've been snacking on my little blood gummies all day, but
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everything, Okay, yeah. If yeah, go ahead.
I guess my worry isn't that I won't stop because I'm not hungry or because I am hungry. I'm worried I won't stop because of some other X factor reason that I don't know.
Well, then I'll get up and get closer and say.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, Darkalion, would you like to chaperone me?
if I have to stop you from feasting, I will.
Yeah, you have full permission to just like knock me out.
Prior.
Also,
no.
my shadow brother is here and will let you know if you're going too far.
Oh, he will. If I'm going too far, I won't notice.
No, I mean like he will like.
He'll basically be doing the same thing I will be.
Yeah, like I have almost died several times, and I survived all those thanks to him. So.
Briar like pulls away from staring at your neck that you've noticed she's probably been staring at very intently for a minute now. Before we do this, I guess now is probably now is probably the only time I should I should definitely tell you this. So about Kitty Beatty, I told Darkalion in the spa, and I guess the only other person who knows is Zorsha because, well, she forced it out of me. Anyways, besides the point.
I thought I was the only one.
No, sorry.
I mean, I asked you. You said you're the only one I've told.
Well, so I meant like in the group, and it wasn't, again, I didn't choose to tell her. It was she. Anyways, again, we're getting off track here.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
She's like flustered. She's like, it's besides the point. The woman played me. We don't need to go into the conversation. Like, I'm obsessed with her. So yeah, the reason that I'm, I guess, not keen on going back is because when we were there, you guys went to go get food. I went to go get food, and let's just say nobody's meal walked away from them that day. And I just straight up killed the guy in an alley because I lost control. And then his body was gone when I went back to go find it. But then there was nothing about, a dead person, which was strange. And so I'm just concerned, I guess, about going back, whether I don't know if anybody saw me or anything. Also, that's not really the important part here. The more important message is that, you don't have to do this, because I don't know how much I trust myself in every situation like this. Again, I'm not hungry, but...
Right. You're not in a state where you're more likely to succumb to the urges, as well as, well, I'd say it's been a while since you did that, and I believe you're in a lot more control than you were back then. So I guess, once again, I'm alright with it, and I trust you. And with that, I'm going to give you a little bardic inspiration.
I'm already inspired from my kill the child joke earlier, so...
Yeah, but this is bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Different inspiration.
And she's also going to get guidance.
Oh, boy.
See, hearing that sentence out of context, really fucking funny.
I know. Honestly, it says more about Josh than it does about me.
Yeah.
Sort of like scoots forward. Scoots forward some more. It's like, okay.
Now be gentle. It's my first time.
I knew he was going to say that. And Darkalion actually says that out loud.
Barb just sort of like shakes at her hands, like, why'd you have to say that before we started? Just like, come on, man.
It's getting too tense. We need to make it more casual.
Remind me to tell you something about something later, K2. Oh, yeah.
How did... I don't even... Never mind. Anyway.
Oh, it was just about a prank. That's fine.
Okay, cryptic.
Oh,
okay.
You son of a bitch. Don't you dare, Darkalion. Don't tense up, or it will hurt more. Try and think happy thoughts. I don't know.
All right, good to know.
I think she's trying to say relax and let it happen.
It's more the fact that, like, it's almost like Briar's just talking to herself at this point, because she's not looking at either of you. She's just staring at K2's neck, very, very, very focused, as she's like slowly leaning into it. It's like leaning into kiss, but she's just nowhere near your face. It's just like slowly approaching it, fully 100% focused on what she's about to do. And she's just like thinking to herself, like, I have been thinking about this moment since the first day I met you. Not in like a weird, not in like, I want to do this like sexual way. Just like, my God, finally I get to know what the fancy pants blood tastes like. It's a dream come true.
Vampirism has been used for euphemisms for sex for centuries, and this is not making it any fucking better.
Yeah, no shit.
I know, it's so funny. Yeah, and I will take my chomp.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll anything because you're not in like a blood frenzy. So you're fine there, and it goes it like anything else. You chomp, and magic blood, strangely tasty. It's like the only thing I could think of to compare it to is like voltage Mountain Dew.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I'm sticking with.
All right.
It's Mountain Dew.
I
Voltage, yeah.
also love Voltage Mountain Dew. My favorite drink in high school was Voltage and vodka.
Amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like something someone would drink in high school.
Yep. I mean, it's just just vodka and soda. It's just a very specific soda.
But does it get rid of her hangover crud?
Yes.
That's the important question.
Oh, that's a good question. No, it doesn't.
All right, hold on.
I
let
just
me
got
see.
a tasty snack.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's anything I can do with this.
Which doesn't matter if you're on the verge of puking because you still feel like shit.
Yeah. The only problem this has created now is that in the future, if ever I do get very hungry, is that I know that K2 tastes better than everyone else.
Have you
And
tasted me, though?
so
I don't
No,
remember
wait.
if you have.
Hang
don't
on,
think
I
you
have it written down. I've written down everyone I've bitten from the party anyways. No, I have not.
Okay.
Wait, who have you?
I've done Edward, I've done Atramir, and I've done Salvix.
Phrasing.
No, we're gonna leave the phrasing on that one.
Yeah. We'll leave it ambiguous.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're going to keep it awkward phrasing, then...
Well, yeah. Well, you know, two of those were,
If we're going to go with awkward phrasing, then I'm going to phrase this. This is the weirdest threesome I've ever been a part of.
It's really a foursome. The Shadow's here too. Don't forget about him.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, K2 and his brother at the same time.
I thought Josh is really thinking about this.
No, he said it doesn't do
No,
anything.
he said-
Yeah.
Oh, I completely missed
Yeah,
it.
I
Oh,
was
yeah,
trying
I
to
got
see if there's
overshadowed with
something
it.
I could like do.
Yeah. They're waiting for
I
Mike.
think we've went through everything, honestly.
Yeah, I was looking at just the base spells and I couldn't find anything. So I was looking at the Grim Hollow spells because that's where all the blood magic's at. And yeah. Fortunately not.
Well, I mean, K2, you're from this area, so you would know at least what types of drugs that people would use in set parties. So maybe you would know maybe what she took, and maybe if there's any kind of, like, concoction of drink that might help, or I don't know. I don't even know if that's an option.
Well, the problem is that any drug should be able to get neutralized by the magic healing that say you or Salvix dish out. So, Okay, there's only one thing I can think of, and it's fucking crazy if that's what it actually is. Cause like most drugs, they're a foreign substance in the body that is reacting to the body and causing crazy shit. So anything that like neutralizes poisons should neutralize these drugs. However, what if the drug wasn't a foreign substance?
Remember, you gotta spell it out, remember?
Right. Briar, do you know what happens if a vampire feeds on another vampire? Like, what does vampire blood do to a vampire?
I would assume that this is a lesson we all get when Corbin changes us.
Yeah.
What's
Almost
what's the
guaranteed.
answer, God?
Make a history check.
Cool.
Oh no!
Plus 17. I believe in myself.
Yep.
Please don't roll a 1. Thank fuck.
All right. The answer is your body begins to shut down until you can get rid of the foreign blood.
Maybe you do need to puke.
Motherfucker.
Well, I mean, she drank it like 24 hours ago. Like, would it still be in her system?
Where's it gonna go?
Well, her sweat, maybe.
Well, we tried that. That didn't work.
Okay.
Flooding.
I'd say it's worth a shot, honestly.
Two
So you're
things.
saying that we have to bloodlet fucking Briar.
Two things before we do this. One, I point at K2, I'm like, you need to go away. For safety purposes, you can't be around. Two, I'm gonna need something to refill me after I get rid of all of this. Hence the reason you can't be around.
So what? You're gonna drain Darkalion or what?
I have, as long as there's something here for me to consume, it'll be fine. But just a bunch of normal blood lying around probably won't cut it if you're standing there.
Oh, don't even ask me for consent first.
Well, no, I mean in the fact that, like, I won't go after you if there's blood right here. But I know how K2 tastes.
Yeah. K2 tastier than the average person.
So I will just naturally,
Gravitate to K2.
yeah, so he just can't be around.
And if there's just a bunch of blood bags lying there, and then a Darkalion is smart enough to go after the blood bags, because those won't punch her in the face back.
Yeah, even you technically probably shouldn't be in the room, but I just mean, like, K2 can't be, like, nearby. Like, I'll know.
K2, go for a walk.
Yeah. Go up to the penthouse. Put as many floors between us as possible.
K2, I will suggest, because I'm not going to leave her alone. So, if you want to get Salvex and at least leave him outside for when this happens, might not be a bad idea if he can run in if needed. But, yeah. It definitely, if she wants to feast on you, might be difficult, so. Plus, you're already a little drained, so I don't want to be fully drained.
I actually feel fine, but I guess I can go.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go right. We have to get the blood first. I don't know if you know a guy, but I can't. I'm trying to like just imagine going out and getting it myself, and makes me want to hurl thinking of getting up off of this couch right now.
Well, I mean, any blood that you take, I can just make the person that you're taking it from just regenerate the blood.
This is a fair point. See, told you, smooth brained right now, buddy. You're the thinking one on this ship.
Okay, well, I can go get Salvix and then get to a safe distance. If you want me to cast Regenerate on someone, I can. Is it gonna be Darkalion? I don't.
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, if that's okay with you. If not,
I
I'll
mean,
probably easily just.
I kind of feel like I got used and then thrown aside. Not to be honest.
I'm sorry. Do you want to run the risk that I just don't stop?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, like, we just had this moment, and it's like, okay, bye, K2.
What? Like why are you making this about you right now? I'm dying.
I mean, have you met K2 yet?
Yeah, that's a good
Yes.
point. Okay,
Remember-
fine.
It makes
remember
everything about
earlier?
him.
Do you remember earlier in the lobby? When you're doing it right now. You asked me for one thing. Here it is, buddy.
All right, I'll go get Salvix.
So dejected.
It's also gonna suck if this doesn't work either.
This will be really funny.
Well, if this doesn't work, I do have a backup plan.
Plan Q.
All right, I go find Salvix.
All right, yeah. As you leave the room, suddenly a bird smashes into the window.
Oh God!
Of like the room I'm in?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then another bird, and then another bird,
Oh my god.
and then
fuck.
another bird.
Oh god.
The fuck?
Oh, god. I just look
What
at the window
fuck?
and I'm like, Darkalion, have we dealt with things with birds before? Like in all the
think so.
things that we've fucked around with and messed with and all the like bird I don't
Yes. Yes, you
What
are.
kind of birds are
I'm-
they?
you're
I'm not. Yeah, I was
here.
gonna say I'm not there anymore. But what type of birds are they?
Yeah,
These-
that was gonna be
these-
my follow-up question.
These are blue jays.
What the fuck?
Blue jays.
Yeah.
How many are they still coming or was it
Oh
just
yeah,
like a
they're
couple?
they're still coming.
Wait,
Yeah,
Are they
they-
like killing
it was
themselves
a-
into the window?
yeah. How hard are they impacting?
They're not impacting that hard. Like they're definitely stunning themselves, but they're not
Okay.
like dying on the window.
It's
Oh,
not
they're
like
not
someone
flattering.
trying to break it. Gotcha.
They're dying on the 25-foot fall, a 25-floor fall.
Yeah.
Eh, they're not
Like-
knocking themselves out.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
I
they're
go over
they're
to the
slowing
window,
down enough.
if I go over to the window and like look out, do I just see like a huge gargantuan flock of blue jays?
No, someone all the way
Approximately,
all the way on the all the way on the all the way down to ground level. Someone's just hucking like footballs.
Yeah, they seem to be swarming outside of the hotel window, and just coming up and ramming into it.
Do I have any memory at all about any encounter with blue jays in our past?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you with the past of the party never has encountered a swarm of blue jays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they like looking at us through the window?
If they are, it's not very obvious.
If I like move really far to one side, but still within line of sight of the window, do I notice any of them like following us, or it's just classic bird brain?
Classic bird brain, still into the window.
Okay. Dark Alien, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I like run out into the hall and I'm like, Kate, no! I don't know if he went far enough yet.
Probably like 15 feet away. I'm not running.
Well, I know, but I don't know how close the elevator was. I don't know if you've already taken the elevator and are gone.
No. I was probably standing at the elevator waiting for it to arrive.
I'm just like, hey, do you guys have a blue jay problem in this city?
What?
You heard me.
Like the bird?
Yeah, like the. She goes to like, she herks a little bit, like, yep, the bird, like the bird.
No.
Briar went to go for sarcasm, and the sarcasm button was like, "Nah, motherfucker." No buttons work.
There's a problem.
I imagine like right around this time, Norman shows up and Katie's just like, hold on a second. I go running back to Briar's room to see what the fuck she's talking about.
I just like hold the door open and I just like point at the window and I'm just like, that.
You see a swarm of blue jays that are kind of just coming up and hitting the window before flying off back into the swarm.
Okay. Do I get the sense that this is some kind of hive mind of blue jays, or some kind of magical conjuring of blue jays? I have never seen this many blue jays in one place before.
Correct. This definitely appears to be more of a hive mind of blue jays.
Everybody form a neat, orderly line. We will all hit the window one at a time.
But if we like try and get one in, if I open the window, let me shut it.
That is not going to work. As soon as you open that window, they're all going to be coming through.
Yeah, but like we just open it really fast, just like hop down.
That's the smooth brain talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, keep it up.
Briar gets caught up in her idea, stands up straight, idea deflates. She does too.
I'm gonna send a message to the Blue Jays.
Okay.
It's like,
what's up? Fuck you want?
Can you understand me? Why are you knocking on our window?
We demand birdseed.
You get a response back that says, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm here for Briar."
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck have I done now?
I send the message back.
Does Corbin really like blue jays?
Why?
Is this where he says, "May I ask who's calling"?
Yeah, right.
He would know who was calling when you send it.
Well, this is the message.
Oh, it's a message. That's right. It's not sending. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
message. So yeah, no, it's different. Oh, I come bearing a message. I was told she needs help.
I was just staring, like looking from like window, K2, window, K2,
Hold on,
K2,
hold on a
window.
second. Hold on a second. Sending another message. A message from who?
From her dad.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I did fuck up. Oh, no.
Which one?
Let's be real here. My actual dad doesn't have the power to summon a
fucking
horde of blue jays.
You don't know.
Also, if you remember correctly, her actual dad is dead.
Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't confirmed that yet.
I was gonna say I thought that was player knowledge, not character knowledge.
I was gonna say I don't actually know that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were told that, but we haven't confirmed it yet.
Yeah,
That's true.
I still have to find my parents.
And And I don't think K2 would just be like, yeah, her parents are dead, because that feels depressing.
Yeah.
I think K2 wants to hope that Briar has at least some good in her life.
All right. Sending another message. Okay. Well, it's a cantrip. I can just keep doing it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how many
Yeah.
candles are you burning for this flock of
No,
birds?
No, messages, cantrip,
Yeah.
sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If I
Gonna
let
fuck up
you in,
so
are you
bad.
gonna like shit everywhere and tear up the place, or are you just gonna help her?
No. I'm just here to help. The birds are their own thing.
Those birds are incidental.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
in the
fuck up.
birds.
Birds are the
I'm
delivery
in
service.
the birds.
In the birds.
You know, the last time we had an NPC that was associated with a giant flock of birds, he wasn't this nice.
He was murderous.
You ever,
Mm.
you ever fuck up so bad that your dad comes to you with a flock of birds?
That your dad sends someone else in a
Yeah.
flock of birds. The answer is yes. We did that many times in
insight
campaign
check
one.
the
You
voice
absolutely may insight check the voice
Insight.
of the bird.
All right.
This flock of birds is actually here to kill me.
If there's anything I would wish to be called, it is the voice of the birds.
Dude,
All
for
right.
real.
Seems to be genuinely telling the truth.
All right. I say, it looks like Corbin sent the birds. They're here to help you.
They will not fuck up my hotel room.
Well, he didn't say that. He said that the
That's
birds
true.
were his own thing.
That's fair.
If I think, do I know of anyone that fucking travels via bird flock?
You do actually.
Oh no. Who
so-
is it?
So you would know that Corbin was not an only child.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So there are more old as dirt archaic
No,
beings.
Wait, when you
This
say
is
not an only
Josh.
child, do you mean like when he was alive, or like when he became a vampire?
When he became a vampire,
There were other
there were
vampires.
others. Corbin
joined
is the
it.
oldest by far.
Okay.
Oh no, what creation have you made?
But you would be aware that Corbin has a younger brother
Already heard, man.
who took a liking to nature.
Oh,
So much so that he lives secluded.
So much
in
so
the
that
middle
he-
of nowhere.
Is this fucking Radagast the Brown?
This is
and
Radagast the
Corbin?
Brown,
Yeah,
yep.
Jesus Christ.
my
Corbin,
God.
I fucking knew. Oh my god.
They're
Stop it.
Rustafel rabbit.
Stop it.
So
You
there's a
fucking
reason
nerd.
that blue jays are named the way that they are in this world. It is because this particular vampire is named Jay.
Huh.
Ah.
Briar, like smooth. She's so smooth brained. She forgot this. Apparently, that's what we're gonna roll with.
Is he
Yep.
blue?
Mike, slap him for me.
Guy?
She just stops and like looks at the window for a second. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh,
Right.
no, oh, I really did fuck up. All right, I'll go over to the window."
just like hanging head in shame, just like fuck.
It's like I'm in
Okay.
so much trouble. And
You
the
fuck up
window
your
open.
eccentric uncle comes to help you.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
you
When bird uncle comes for help.
you throw the window open, and the swarm of birds flies into the room before leaving, as swiftly as they entered. And standing before you is a rather young-looking individual, dressed in, you guessed it, blue robes.
Hi, Jay.
K2 ignores the new figure in the room and frantically is looking around for bird poop to clean up.
Ensuring that the birds
yeah.
have not the birds.
The strangely enough, you hear like almost like a whistling sound as the birds exit, before they just kind of dissipate into thin air.
Birds aren't real.
And you find no bird poop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He does not find the word.
So this individual that you have now come to know as Jay is standing with his legs crossed in a T pose, and he gives a slight bow and goes,
That's really hard to do.
"It is." He says, "Briar,
Impressive dexterity.
how the fuck are you?" And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Amazing.
Oh my god. Fucking stupid.
Nope, she's not feasting on my blood tonight.
Nope.
Maybe.
Shady. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll find out next week.
Yeah, we'll see if this is a blessing or a curse. The answer is probably yes.
It's a blurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. But on that
Blurs.
note,
It's better than a cussing.
On that note,
I'm going to end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
bye.
Good night.